Hello and welcome into the one, the only best Mario Kart tournament here in the great United States of America. I swear it is such an amazing event, and we have an action-packed show for you tonight. You can see Logan's already hyped, and I'm hyped as well, and you are going to be super excited to see some of the high action, high octane Mario Kart action that's going to be coming to you fast.
Professionals.
No, we're not as cool as we want. No, as these all Mario Kart racers are super cool, but we are here, we are ready, and we are getting prepared for the best tournament of the week. I mean, honestly, where else would you want to be this Saturday night? But first and foremost, I'm Ryan my Pitchy. This is a Logan.
I'm Logan Summon, and guess what? You're not. Switch it up and around. You came to get down, so get out your seat and jump around. We are here in the beautiful HyperX Arena in the luxurious Luxor Hotel located on the Las Vegas Strip. It is the biggest and best place to play Mario Kart each and every single Saturday night. It's Saturday Night Speedway. Come down, get down to get your part of a $700 prize pool. Just for playing a video game, bro.
Just for playing a video game. It doesn't get better than that other than slapping a Pidgey around. But we're going to be seeing all of these competitors duking it out. You know what? $700 on the line for every single person who makes it into grand finals. So it's going to be quite an interesting one tonight as well, with a lot of unknown names, a lot of new competitors, and we have so much to talk about as well, with Nintendo hosting their Mario Kart Championship today, which came down to the wire, literally down to the final seconds of the race, which decided who won that Mario Kart Championship, which was absolutely insane. So I'm excited to see or talk about that a little bit more down the line, and really giving props to those racers who were able to fly out there. Batter Cookie was one of the competitors.
I heard about that. You know, the community here is so strong. They look out for everybody else. While we were congregating and getting, you know, saying hi and shaking hands, kissing babies, all that stuff that we do early before the broadcast, everybody was saying, you know, Batter Cookie was there. Had a little bit of a hard time, I heard.
Oh, yeah. I got a little bit carded, like we're going to be seeing here in the highlights from last week's tournament.
Ooh!
There we go. Already starting us off with a shocking reveal of Ariel Postel.
Shocking.
Getting absolutely carded, and they did get carded non-stop, but then Yezi being able to grab that first place. And really the story of the day was getting hit by items and getting backed by items non-stop. I mean, honestly, we saw Christensen here. Oh, unfortunately, you gotta be able to control the speed of the carts with the mushroom.
We saw a lot of that last week. We saw a lot of people falling off the track. And you look at that, he just did a kickflip.
Yeah, kickflip into his face because the green shell that he threw hit right back at him. And then Kiro having a little bit of a technical issue on that drift going over Steven Itchy. We saw a little bit of fire flower hecticness, not being able to manage it well.
A lot of spam in that fire flower.
Absolutely, and not the good kind of spam, the absolutely bad kind of spam. And then going over, you know what, being able to see Sir Nine being saved by the bell, or saved by the thunder, let's say, being able to just drive it and neutral it into the finish line. And then talking about Aerial Postal once again, just getting carded triple greens into a bag right beside the other competitor, which is crazy.
And that's why you use your rear view camera.
There you go. You got to be able to use your rear view camera and the front view camera and somehow survive, unlike we're seeing Sir 9 do here. Getting absolutely murtated carded. Once again, Aerial Postal getting away from the shells this time around. So we see Immortal being able, look at this situation.
I remember this.
Being able to hit Bobby in second, but Bobby had the red to bring it right back to Immortal. And then we see Mr. Scooty. This was a crazy week, actually. Just non-stop carding.
I mean, I feel like Mr. Scooty gets the worst of it sometimes.
A little bit.
You know, I feel like this game, that 30% luck is 30% bad luck for Mr. Scooty most of the time.
And unironically, sometimes that happens. And then we're seeing Yezi with that little bit of bad luck. They played so extremely well, but then Jackie Wards have that beautiful banana snipe, and then Taco Cat running into the bananas, having a really unfortunate run into a situation there. And then Immortal, the one, the only, after so long, able to bring it all home. Honestly, he was fighting for a Saturday Night Speedway championship for so long, and being able to grab another one was so great to see with a demanding lead as well.
And you know what, Immortal had gone through some of a cold streak, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, and so it's really great when you grab your Mario bootstraps and pull them up and just get all in there. And you'll love it when you see you know, the competitors that are here week in and week out, and part of the community coming back, and the stick-to-itiveness to be like, you know what? I got this. I am gonna get this win. Mommy, I'm a winner.
Hey, that's where it's all about, being able to come down here. Also having a great time racing with your friends, family members. No matter what age you are, you can go on the stage and compete and play with everyone else. And honestly, it is some of the best talent in Las Vegas. People travel all over the world to compete here as well. And it's truly a magnificent tournament, but that doesn't mean you don't have a chance. You know, if you know the shortcuts, you know how to drift, you'll be able to put yourself in a good spot.
And the funny part about Mario Kart is everybody has a chance. Yo, we've all played this game. Young, old, indifferent to the age gap, it doesn't matter. You are going to have a good time playing Mario Kart. So you know what? What's better than having a good time on a Saturday night? Having a good time on a Saturday night and making a couple dollars.
Oh, and what we're going to be doing today is making a little bit of game time happening for the person on the stage, which we are back with some trivia, which I always love to do, unless the person loses. Immortal, that's always the bad feeling here.
It keeps you up at night, doesn't it?
A little bit traumatic here, but we got Bonnie, the one, the only. Bonnie, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I just want to let you know that if I fail round one, it doesn't really matter to me. You know what really matters? Backyard Sports is coming back, baby.
Oh,
I call it. You're going to go 3 for 3, Vonnie. I'm calling it right now. He's going 3 for 3 from downtown, baby.
Round one.
So we should do these in order, which I kind of want to do like the most difficult one last, but we'll do them in order, all right? All right.
No.
First question.
Absolutely not.
What is the name of the handheld console released by Nintendo in 1989?
Well, I know this because I'm old.
Are you talking about 1989 with the Game Boy or the Game Boy Color?
Oh, Game Boy was the right answer. Good job, Bonnie. I said you wouldn't have known it, but I counted you out. I'm sorry, Bonnie.
And Super Mario Land, one of the best underrated Super Mario games ever. Just saying.
All right, there you go. You know what? Game Boy, such a great console. I literally, I don't know what my childhood would be without it, but we got another question for you, Vonnie. This one's a real head scratcher.
Oh.
I know you're gonna get this one wrong, buddy. In which game would you encounter the character Pikachu?
Oh, come on. Come on.
Repeat that? I honestly did not hear
What game?
In which game do I encounter Pikachu?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds easy, doesn't it?
Which order do you want me to say? Do you want me to talk about Pokemon?
General.
Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red, or Pokemon Green?
I think
or
you got
Pokemon
this one.
Yellow?
You got it, Bonnie. You'll get extra credit on that
Ding,
one.
ding, ding, ring the bells.
Oh. All right. The last question of the day, serving it up Gary's way. In Mario Kart, which item causes a player to shrink
Are you
if
kidding
they're
me?
hit by it?
What?
I know.
Come on.
Come on.
I'm going to say the blue shot. Are you kidding me, dude? It's the shock. It's so lightning bolt. I got that lightning bolt right here.
Hey!
Shout out to Lightning Bolts.
There you go, Vonnie.
3 for 3. I called it. I was right.
I thought 2 for 3. I was betting 2 for 3. I don't know if you were going to get the 1989 one
Thank
right.
you, Vonnie, for making me look smart.
All right, Vonnie, you want to shout out anyone? Shout out, last second thoughts, anything?
Yeah, I need this kid to come up here right now. Hurry up, get up here. Well, I need everyone to remind you who really made this tournament special when I was up there in the booth with you, and I need to make sure that this little brother of mine, Aries, gets a little bit of a shout out. Go ahead, say something.
Hi.
You're terrible.
I don't know what to say, man.
Terrible
That's
like
so
Charles
cute.
Barkley's golf
That's
swing.
so
What do you want me
cute.
to say? Wait, what? Anything. I would like to appreciate the community here. Most of you guys are my friends, and I've known you guys for years. So I appreciate the opportunity of TOing for you guys, too, for a while. For what, about a year? So it was a fun experience, and I'm just glad being here, seeing you guys again.
Aww.
All right.
There we go.
Pablo Sanchez, Kenny Kawaguchi to go in Backyard Sports. Go play it.
Backyard Sports, sponsored by Vonnie951.
You know what I love about Backyard Sports is lawn darts. Those things are great.
There you go.
Yo, I love those things. You throw them up and then you try to catch them. Oh my God.
Fun.
Is
Fun,
that-
fun. No.
that's
no,
not how you
no,
play?
No.
No.
It's they're bringing it back, an old game, Backyard Sports. I've seen so many TikTok clips about it. I personally never played it, but it looks very, very fun. But honestly, thank you so much, Vonnie. Great work.
Yeah.
You know, there's some real head scratchers on these bad boys. I really wanted to do. I know that we got the questions already typed up. I wanted to do the Pac-Man question just to run it back.
All right, let's do. You want to do it now?
No, Vonnie's not there anymore.
Well, I might get it. I mean, Pac-Man.
I would hope you would get
I'm
it.
that old. Yeah,
I would hope you would get it, but you know what? It's still fine. It's fine. Vonnie, great job. And Aries, also wonderful, wonderful TO. Used to work here. Absolutely wonderful person as well. Being able to bunk with them at MomoCon so many times. They're absolutely wonderful people.
Who stays on top when you bunk?
Thankfully, it's 2 separate beds.
There is a little bit of cuddling involved.
Yeah, sometimes. But
Say it.
we're getting ready for some Mario Kart action. Bringing back trivia is always fun as well, giving everyone a chance to check out all these wonderful computers that we have here. If you want to grab some game time, go up to the front, ask them for that. And we do potentially, I'll get confirmation, we have our F1 racing simulators that are normally up and running. So if you want to go check those
They
out.
are. I saw some people already using them. They are up and running, and man, if you don't want to put that Mario Kart pedal to the metal, come put that F1 racing pedal to the metal. Show Lando Norris what's up.
Hey, they're really, really cool, and they're absolutely a wonderful time. But my goodness, what's even a better time is getting ready for the best tournament of the week, Saturday Night
go.
Speedway.
Let's go.
We're getting into it, and we're going to be seeing these racers duking it out on the racetracks. Enjoy.
What's going on? It's your man Aussie from the HyperX Arena.
And welcome to Speedway. Here's a rundown of how to compete. The tournament is comprised of 3 stages: qualifiers, semifinals, and finals. All racers will race in a qualifier to score as many points as possible. The players are randomly distributed evenly into a qualifier and will race on 4 random maps. To learn which qualifier you are in and when you will be racing, find the infograph displayed on screens around the arena. The top 24 point scorers after all qualifiers will advance to the next stage of the tournament. In the event that there are ties between the advancing racers, there will be a tiebreaker race which will determine who advances to the semifinals. All ties will be broken through a 1-map Grand Prix on Baby Park at 200cc speed. Throughout the night, keep an eye out for the advancing racers graphic to see if your favorite racer is still in the running for stage 2, the semifinals. There are 2 semifinals with 12 racers each. The top 24 racers from the qualifying stage will race 6 maps, and everyone is allowed to select a map through the Grand Prix. The top 6 players from each semifinal will advance to the Grand Finals. The top racer from each semifinal is allowed to veto 1 map from the Grand Finals Grand Prix. Racers who make it to the Grand Finals will race 8 maps and can select maps throughout the Grand Prix. Everyone who makes it to the finals is a cash prize winner. you should receive an email from our friends at paymentlabs.io about how to claim your prize, which will be available within 30 days after this Speedway. And that's everything you need to know about Speedway.
And we are back, and what are you doing with my Pidgey there, buddy?
It was a private conversation.
Was it?
Know your role and step back.
Well, you know what? Know where you're at and go there, brother. But we are going to 4 races like you just saw Austin talk about. It's 4 random races at first, and then it progresses. Semifinals, you'll be able to pick your tracks, and then grand finals, picking your tracks again. But it's 4 races, random tracks, and as we all know, the randomizer is little bit not so random. So if you do love tracks like Wild Woods and such, but
there's 26 tracks. Look, no. Supposedly there's 96 tracks that you can play. I call shenanigans, okay? There's only 26 tracks this randomizer will pick.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what Nintendo's thinking, but all they're doing is brewing this amazing game that we all know and love, and we are going to get into the first 4 races. Let's hear it.
Let's go!
Get hyped. We are here, and we are ready.
Funk Accelerator.
And it's time to get down like a clown like Charlie Brown and turn your frown upside down. It's time to put that Mario Kart pedal to the metal. And it's time to get down to that Mario Kart beatdown. The first race starts now.
Cloud Top Cruise, or I like to call it Cloud Top Snooze. I am not a huge fan. It's gorgeous. It's really fun to race on, but there's just a ton of straightaways on this track. It's really not many shortcuts. You got one at the end, a sharp right turn, but other than that, you really got to just rely on your fast racing lines. Get up to 10 coins and do your best to try and keep in the front of the pack, because if you lag behind, not many shortcuts are going to bring you back up.
It reminds me of Jack and the Beanstalk with a pirate ship in the middle of it for no apparent reason.
Just a little bit of a plot twist with the story.
Right? Look who we got back, though. Our #1 racer, the #1 ranked racer in all the HyperX arena as far as the Mario Kart genre goes. Emery is back in the house and ready to compete. What do you say that sets for the rest of the competitors that have been, maybe a little lackadaisical without her around to keep them focused?
Honestly, it's going to be interesting. Last time we saw her, she was able to win an SNS, and it was actually really cool, but it hasn't been back. So technically, I'd say she's still got her crown on, and gonna see if she's gonna be able to run it back after not being here for a week or so. But it's gonna be quite interesting to see. Great move there by Travis, being able to just maneuver right around the bullet bill, but unfortunately the Piranha Plant gonna slam him right into the wall. You gotta be able to land these drifts and change those wheels to the roller wheels. Any loadout, whatever you want to do, the roller wheels is where it's at.
Guess what? Somebody is not watching these broadcasts and paying attention to what Pidgey has to say each and every single week. I mean, we might say it like 8 times. Oh! That is the best shielded banana. You can see that banana coming. It came out of the rear view mirror and hit hard.
That was brutal. It was disguised itself on the boost panel. It's bana's yellow, so is the boost panel. It just ran right into it, which is so tough.
A great disguise. I mean, if you were paying attention, somebody dropped bananas on those speed cards every single time.
Every single time. Really great spot, especially if you're able to land them on those double item boxes. It's so good. Spine right now. Seeing them struggling a little bit, but shock dodge coming out. That's going to be huge for them. Has the potential to go up to this 5th place spot. So does Bellers, I do believe is the name.
Like Ballers, but Bellers.
Bellers, there we go. And then going to get hit by that Thunder. But now we're going to be seeing Emery grabbing 3rd place on the first race. Ankles in 2nd and Sir9 in 1st.
There you go. And just like that, Emery showing, you know what? Don't need to place 1st right now.
No, you don't.
It's qualifiers. You know what? Just getting 3rd place is really good.
Yeah.
But Sir9 will say, First place is a heck of a lot better than third.
If you're not first,
You're last.
there you go, Ricky Bobby, baby. Great movie, great movie. But honestly, I do have to say with qualifiers, don't worry if you don't get first.
Yes.
You're really aiming for like top 8, top 6, because normally the cutoffs are about 25 points and
Right.
above.
Yeah.
That's where you want to be at the end of your 4 races.
Somewhere
25
between
points.
25 to 27 is what I've been paying attention to the last few weeks.
Yeah, that's where you're going to know, hey, I have a chance to progress into semifinals, and I may be getting in there. But we're going to Rome, one of the DLC tracks that we all know and love. It's very, very fun.
When in Rome.
When in Rome. But it's truly a really fun track. I think it's very competitive, very front runner heavy, but you're able to use a lot of these little shortcuts that are spotted around the map that help you a lot to catch back up. But honestly, it's going to be quite interesting to see. Ankles changing over to Funky Kong, the Wii representation here.
Break it out, man. I want to hear a disco tune in the background or something funky, because Funky Kong is back in the house.
And he is already causing mayhem.
Funky Town
Funky
would be
Town.
the
There you go.
funky. I mean, how did I roll right around that?
Sure, truly. We had Rome, but no, we should be going to Funky Town.
We should be going to Funky Town. It's like Flavor Town, but less hair dye and sunglasses.
I think that's a lot better in my opinion. I won't lie to you. I don't think anyone could ever rock it as he does. But right now we are seeing the lawn. Let's see if he's going to be able to lay it down. That's one more mushroom. That's one of the shortcuts I was talking about right there. And it helps you a lot. It sets you right up to get one of those tricks off one of those sewer lids, and you're going to be able to catch up a little bit easier. It's not a huge advantage on those shortcuts, but it helps a lot. Got to be aware of those.
It's like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing, right? You know, the sewer lids do a jump off of it.
There you go.
Where's Master Splitter?
I'm waiting for the Nintendo card so that happens, but right now we are not waiting for shock to happen, as that's going to be Emery getting dropped all the way down to 6th place. Grabbing that double item box, going over to John Legend. Oh, what a name. What
Whoa,
a name.
hold on a second.
What a name.
John Legend with a W?
That's great.
Ooh, somebody's getting smart.
Right now, they're going to be able to have this mushroom. Let's see if they're going to make a legendary play.
Oh,
with this mushroom.
see what you did there. I hope you're not lactose intolerant, because this is Legend Jerry.
That's even that one's even better.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm going to see him grab that double item box, throws the Legend forward, and that's going to be Sir 9 getting caught in Emery's bomb's explosion. And then there's red shells, green shells, and otherwise, oh my, getting hit by everything under the sun, but going to be able to have a little bit of time of calmness before the storm.
We're seeing a lot of bananas out on the field today. Once again, bananas are taking a forefront to being a defensive and offensive weapon. Look, if you're going to just throw them all willy-nilly out there, make sure you're doing it after you hold on to it for a defensive purpose.
Exactly. And it's looking like Taco Cat there in 3rd place, being maybe I think it was 3rd place there. Yeah. And honestly, really great work for these competitors. Rome, always a very fun track. And I do agree. I feel like people need to utilize Fire Flowers a little bit better, because guess what? You could throw out 3 or 4 in front of you and then hold on to it. It's literally unlimited defense for a limited time, you know?
I feel like we all do that with the Fire Flowers at some point. You just like, they're in front of me. I got this.
Yeah, then it happens, you know? You're freaking out. You don't know what to do. You're trying to catch up last second.
Don't freak out.
Don't do it. Just think about it. Hey, I have so many fireballs. There's enough for everyone. You can become the Oprah Winfrey of fireballs and be able to just give everyone a little bit. But you got to be able to use your items strategically and use them at the right spot. It's going to help you out a lot.
Now, how much of the game would you say it's item usage and paying attention to the items being used by the players around you?
I think that's definitely, it goes into that 30 percentile in terms of, it's, you know, it's luck and skill at the same time, because, you know, you have a green shell, you got to line it up.
Yeah.
You got to be able to throw it and know that they're going to drift into that green shell. But then also there's a tad bit of luck, because if you throw a green shell on a wall, it actually tracks onto the person in front of you, which is kind of crazy. So I like to kind of, you know, group it up in that 30% luck that I always like to talk about. But yeah, what about you? Where do you think? It's more skill or luck on that aspect?
You know what? I think it's skill in utilizing when and where is the best time to use your items, but it's also awareness of the players around you and what they're doing with their items. It's not just enough to know what you're going to do. You need to be able to get away from the trouble that the opposition is going to throw at you.
So true, so true. And using that back camera is the first step, because then if someone has triple greens behind you, you can just drive out of the way instead of getting hit by that item, which is actually 3 seconds of no driving.
No 3 seconds of nothing. Just
Nothing.
Just you and your thoughts.
There you go, just like we're seeing here with Spine, unfortunately, going to be getting dragged to safety by Lakitu, but was able to avoid that bullet bill, which is actually very much a clutch gamer play there.
You know, that was by the hair of his chinny chin chin. And you got to get away from those bullet bills. We've said it before, I do believe that bullet bill is quite possibly one of the best items on this map.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Oh, absolutely. Just in general. I mean, being able to utilize the bullet bill correctly, and even though, like, if you want to get part of the competitive hardware team, so we're seeing shot come down.
Boom.
Chibi-chan going to now duke it out. You really want to aim for that double item box on this left-hand side. But like I was saying before, there's certain sections where bullet bills last longer on the track. They're called bullet extensions. And you can actually learn where the spots are on these tracks that will make the bullet bill last its full time and not disappear before it's done.
So I hear there's this thing called Google that all the kids are using.
Hey, it's useful.
That if you ask it a question, it will deliver an answer. And I bet you it has all those Mario Kart answers.
Absolutely. I try to remember most of them, but guess what? Like you said, Google's a little bit smarter than I am, so we'll see.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
That's true, but I didn't say it.
Someone so there was a red shell coming for that competitor, and someone threw a bomb, bounced off the wall, and stopped the red shell from hitting him. What a play here, and then we got Emery being able to shoot up. Star9 goes Emery, and the banana trail allows Star9 to grab first place. Eagles duking it out, grabs 6.
Gwen Stefani is the happiest singer in the world right now because those bananas are just going crazy.
My God.
That was so close, and it was a bump. It was a little bump and grind there at the end.
Oh, yeah, truly really great racing lines there. Emery had the mushroom, but unfortunately doesn't do much in that sort of situation, especially when they opted to go wide to avoid getting trailed out by that banana. But in the end, it was absolutely fruitless. But we got the next racers on deck. If you hear your name, go to the back of the arena, or the side of the arena, left-hand side of the arena, and they'll get you lined up and ready to go. Bobby, Aerial Postal, Knight, Free Dizzle, Elevid, Bio Likes, T-Cats, E2 Wet Rogue, Parkour, Shinquad Sken, Strong Beans, and Tamora.
No, too much rice, bro. I got this one for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got that one.
You were already ahead of me. You're already ahead of me. Thank you.
I know that was the first one I saw where I was like, he's not gonna get that one.
No, I was trying to sound it out in my head, but my God, the names really smacking us upside the head today.
But you know what's great is these are a lot of new names that we haven't seen before.
It is.
And I'd love to see that. You know, coming to this community each and every single Saturday, or while you're just here on vacation, you become part of this Mario Kart thing, and it is absolutely amazing. Trust me. If you don't live here and you can't make it out each and every single Saturday, take a vacation.
It's worth it. I think just being able to be a part of this community, talk to people who've been playing this game, and really being able to be under the same, whoa, Draybox almost getting sideswiped by those greens. My God, what a close encounter that was.
And still hasn't changed those tires, bro.
No, you gotta go to the roller tires. That's where it's at. You're seeing all these ranked competitors who come here. They are on those roller tires. It's just considerably the best tires in the game.
And Beller's doing exactly what we talked about not doing earlier, just spamming the heck out of those fireballs. Now, here's the thing, though. She was in the air at the time, so I think she was anticipating the landing. And you know what? Not so bad of a situation.
No, not at all. Being able to realize, hey, if they're flying in the air, they have the opportunity of going down and taking gravity with them and having Lakitu save them, which is just really smart at the same time. Well, let's see if Spine's going to be able to bring it all back. This is the item box. Sees the red shell in front of him. Got to slow down. Don't be afraid of pressing that B button, and they're just going to get punished for that. But it's not too bad because they're going to be able to go on this lighter section. We'll get right back up to top speed.
And you know what? We did see a nice back camera action with those fireballs. You know, we're talking about the fireballs, and they're obviously listening to that because that was a dead-on shot. That was a missile command right to the face.
And talking about onto the face, lightning strikes again. We're going to be seeing Ankles also taking that blue shell. That's going to drop down to second place. Currently, red shell in hand, going to be able to throw that forward. Realizes the better in front of him. May have not had defense, so they're going to be able to take over first. Sir9 right behind them.
And that is not the first person that we've seen miss those power rings in the air. I mean, you gotta hit that stuff.
Yeah, it literally, every single last bit helps. And once again, getting hit by that fire flower, Ankles is gone, and now Emery's taken over first place. Sir9 has the opportunity to snipe out Emery, but will they be able to do it? Emery taking this last quarter, and will be able to confirm the last first place of this qualifier.
Heck yeah, Emery showing why she is #1 here in the rankings at the HyperX Arena, taking the first place in a qualifier, making it look easy, getting it done.
Getting it done, and that's what it's all about. You know what? You're seeing these competitors who come here ranked, being in that top 3, but if you're not in that top 3, don't panic. Remember, like we talked about, 25 and above-ish is where you really want to be if you're thinking about making it into semifinals.
Yes.
So stick around. We got a few more qualifiers to go, and we will have gradual updates to tell you if you're making it in the semifinals or not. We'll see on the bubble and who's in and who's out.
All right. Let's check out some highlights. And while we do that, I got to ask you, who out of the people who we haven't seen really surprised you?
Honestly, I liked a lot of these competitors. I mean, John Legend alone, his name is legendary. But unfortunately, you're seeing that kind of plays there where you don't realize that something that you do might bite you in the butt, which is really unfortunate. And then we're seeing Sir9 being able to just drag out Emery at the finish line. But then Emery says, you know what, I'll take this one away on Singapore Speedway. But my goodness, like I said, there's a lot of great competitors tonight. They just need to, like, brush up on it and realize, hey, you know what, a bomb that's getting, if you're gonna throw your red shell at a bomb, gonna be a giant explosion. Don't make those kind of mistakes. And with how many fire flowers we're seeing tonight, you gotta be able to utilize them a lot better than what we're seeing right now.
I'm gonna take a page out of your book and the Wizard of Oz all at the same time. Fire flowers and bananas, oh my.
Oh!
I mean, they're all over the map everywhere we look. I'm seeing yellows and reds.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes some items are more prevalent some weeks than others. Fire flowers are the ones that we're looking out for, and we will be looking out for these scores that we got from qualifier #1. Let's see it. Ooh, Emery taking it by 3 points in this first qualifier. 52 points in first, Sir9 in second with 49, Ankles in third with 43, Taco Cat in fourth with 37, The Law in fifth with 29, Chippy Chan here in sixth with 25 points, John Legend, there he is, in seventh, tying with Selkar there in 24 points, Dravox in ninth with 15, Spine in 10th with 11, Bellers in 11th with 10, and Yuno in 12th with 9 points. Really great work from these competitors. Remember, you're looking around that 25-point total.
Right.
We don't know just yet because there may be competitors that might do a little bit worse than you did in your qualifiers. So stick around. Got a few more qualifiers to go, and then we'll be able to see who's making it in the semifinals.
This is like hunting for gold in 1845 in San Francisco. We are.
I think
We're
it's a little
just
bit
guessing.
simpler.
We're guessing. It's an educated guess.
It is.
But we're guessing. It's between 25 and
It was
27
an
points.
educated wish, I'm telling you. But it really is. We don't exactly know how all these other players are going to land or where their point totals are going to be. So just stick around, grab some food, ride on the F1 simulators. They're extremely fun. There's going to be someone being able to set them up. You can race with a friend even. They'll set you up, being able to battle it out, duke it out with one another. But right now,
There
we
he
have
is.
the racers on deck. Well, on the deck, I guess. And then we're going to be seeing Bobby with that amazing Pokemon shirt.
Look at that shirt, bro.
I love it. If I miss this Hydro Pump.
It got dark, bro. It got
did.
dark.
I think we should have left it at the cutoff. That was great.
It got dark.
No.
Wow.
That's so funny.
Wow.
And then we got Ariel Possum, the one, the only, the GOAT of all time.
He's been warming up all day long, by the way. I was in
With
his
the
stream
jacket.
earlier.
You know what? He's seeming pretty warm with that jacket on. Then we got Knight, the one, the only, gonna be bringing it back. He says he hasn't played the game in a minute, but he always says that and then does really well.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm always looking out for to seeing him be the underdog that actually always performs well. And then Free Dizzle right back at us. Hasn't been here in years, but we saw him a few weeks ago, and then now bringing it back. Lost getting into grand finals by a single point last time we saw him.
That one little point, right?
That little tiny 1 point. That's happened so many times, especially just, it's really unfortunate. And then you start thinking, man, what could have I done? What could have I done better? It's a single point that made it or breaked it for him getting in the money.
That is definitely a oh, woe is me situation where you go home and you use your tears to salt your fiery Cheetos and you ask your mom, where did it all go wrong?
It started on the racetracks. The slow descent into madness. Losing $30 by a single point. But we're currently going down the line. All these competitors looking fresh, looking amazing, getting locked in. Remember, this is Mario Kart. It's nonstop, fast-paced action. You got to be able to get hit and get right back up and get right back into racing.
Well, I mean, that's you know what? Forget about Mario Kart racing. That's just a life lesson right
True.
there.
Yeah,
I mean, let's just be honest.
But I'd say Mario Kart hits you a little bit harder than life sometimes. I'm not even lying to you. You could be having a wonderful day, and then it's whoa.
Do you think you could beat these two guys in arm wrestling? I'm just asking a question. Asking a question.
Ask me in 3 years once I go to the gym every day of my life.
I'm going to need you to start working out yesterday.
I should have gone yesterday. That's what I'm seeing right now on the screen. But right now, all these competitors trying to get comfortable in the Eureka ergonomic chairs. That's what we're sponsored by here today. They are very, very comfortable, very beautiful. And honestly, we've gone through a multitude of chairs, and these honestly are some of the best chairs we're able to race on and compete with. They're really actually super, super comfortable. We've complained about a lot of different ones. Those are really nice.
And they've got a great name, Eureka!
Hey! Big brain move, make a comfortable gaming chair. Who would have guessed? Wow, real difficult brain scratcher there.
Hold on a second. You mean if you're going to be sitting in something for 5 to 12 hours, it should be comfortable?
No, of course not.
Why would you do that?
It's supposed to just look cool, of course. Yeah, you know what? You got to do, I think looking cool than being comfortable, Give yourself back issues by the time you're 30. That's what you want to do.
It's called a racing chair. What are you racing? Where are you going, okay?
Nowhere.
Where are you going? You're not going anywhere.
Well,
you're staying. I need a staying chair.
You're going backwards and you're going back in, you know?
Look, if racing chair, gaming chairs were so good, Bill Gates would be sitting in one every day, okay? If you ever walked into a CEO's office and seen him sitting in a gaming chair,
maybe.
You know what? That's because they haven't had a Eureka chair.
There you go.
Send Bill Gates in a Eureka chair. He's going to be sitting in that, and his butt will thank you in the morning.
And then he'll think, wow, maybe I should do something different with Windows 11. But we are currently getting into this randomizer. It is going, it is spinning, and we are going to the one, the only. We love to see it. Daisy's Disneyland, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice. It's a fun track. Honestly, the randomizer being a little bit more attracted to this track more times than not. But it's very, very fun. Pretty simple. You got that early shortcut, and then you got to just fight for your life after that.
Fight for your right to get to the finish. It's like a Beastie Boys song, but a lot cleaner.
You know what? Look at this. No trash on the streets. Gorgeous track. I love the colors. And now we're going to be seeing Element.
Oh, right off the bat.
Was able to snipe out Free Dizzle, but guess what? The rotating green said, hey, here's a no-you-Uno card, and just brought it right back at him. But Free Dizzle right now got those triple shoots, going to pop them out, get up to 5th. And now you're seeing Shin going to pump the wall here in 8th place. Remember, you want to use that right bumper to drift past these corners.
And don't feel like you have to use those mushrooms in those close quarters. Take your time with those. And remember, don't spam them. Use them one at a time. Using them all at the same time will not get you any faster. It won't get you there any faster.
Oh, yeah, no, it really won't. You want to utilize them one at a time. Get the full usage out of these items. Because I've won a few of these tournaments myself when I was competing for like over 100 of these. I was a live or die person by items. And if you're able to utilize them and space them out perfectly, you'll see that you'll be able to work your way up so much easier than just relying on fast racing.
Now, Free Dizzle just shot out 2 of those reds, and it double focused on the same character, right?
Spaced them out.
Should have spaced it out a little bit.
Now we're going to be seeing Element. Great move there, being able to grab that double item box, working their way up and working their way downtown. Racing fast, trying to use this.
Thank you,
Golden
Vanessa.
mushroom. And now we're going to be seeing Aeropostale trying to paint their days because good lord, they got an air horn for the blue shell.
That was so quick, lickety split, and he made it happen. If you're paying attention at home, that's called timing, kids.
That was beautiful, beautiful. Honestly, at the end of the day, RNG on their side, having the banana, being able to drop that back. Guess what? Air horn into grabbing another banana. They didn't get hit by that red, but right now, Knight being able to grab that double item box, got the green shell, but bumps the wall, and Aeropostale's going to be able to drive their way to a first place finish. Bobby in second, Knight in third.
And there you go, just like that, Bobby showing what's going on. And you love to see Aeropostale or Aeropostale. You know what, I say it different every single time. You know why? I'm old and I forget things.
Yeah, it's fair, it's fair. I like to do a little bit of a pizzazz on the names too, you know? It's fun. It's fun.
I like your pizzazz. It's like a cherry on top of a pizookie.
Yeah, you know.
If you know what one is.
I don't.
It's a dessert, anyways.
Okay. It's not a dessert I'm getting anytime
It's a
soon.
fun word to say out loud.
It is. You know what? It is. Hopefully you won't get in trouble this time for saying fun words, will you, bud?
I will never mention an encyclopedia. Every encyclopedia is Britannica from here on out.
There you go. That's the right word there. Doesn't sound like anything else. But we're going to be getting into the next race. And we're going to be having a good time. And we're going into the randomizer. And we're going to be seeing, that's actually a Chicken Little Me on there. Donkey Kong Summit. And this is your track indeed.
They need to send me a couple bucks for this. Now, how do you feel about this track, buddy?
Oh, you already know. I'm going to limit myself to one time a week now. I do not like Donkey Kong Summit. Disclaimer, it's just not a fun track. Every single week, at least Bobby always gets a clip of the half pipes being absolutely wonky as all.
They're always wonky, bro.
It's crazy. They were not meant to be in this game, but this track, you're going to be seeing a gap jump that is absolutely necessary to land if you're getting first place. Right now, though, we're seeing E2 went rogue, popping the mushroom in the air, but that's not where you want to use it.
No.
Because you're already going max speed when you're in those cannon sections. So you should have held onto it until you landed and went around that turn.
That was a learning moment for sure as we get into one of the most exciting parts of this track.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
And now we're getting into the half pipe. We talked about this. I love the half pipe, but
It's very fun.
It doesn't work,
wrong
though.
place to do it, though. It's tough. It's tough. You can actually go, both of them.
They followed the leader.
They did one after another going all the way down. If you do miss that gap cut, E2 went rogue, getting hit by the Shy Guy. Sean White currently snowboard on the half pipes, but fortunately missed that second Shy Guy there. Like I said before, you want to be able to do those double gap jumps, because if you don't, you're going to lose a lot of time. You can see how wide that turn is if you do not go through those two jumps.
And you know what? The shortest distance between two places is a straight line. So get there.
There you go. You know what? You just cut right through and you'll be able to get to your destination a little bit faster, which is first place. But right now, we're seeing Bio going to be getting hit. Grabs that huge play with the Piranha Plant, getting rid of the triple red though right behind him. But there's triple greens right beside him. Going to be able to avoid that one for the time being. Grabs that single item.
Right as I was about to say Piranha Plant, and I hate that item. He uses it to its most effective spot.
Yeah, being able to just chomp away some items that potentially could hurt you. Really, really great play there. But right now we're seeing Free Devil here in third place. Pops the ghost a little bit too late. We're seeing him, unfortunately, not being able to dodge that shot, but still, here in third, gonna be able to grab that double item box and work their way forward into a blue shell. Get out of the middle of the road. That's where the blue shell likes to drive.
And we all like to be in the middle of the road on Mario Kart. I know how comfortable that makes you. But you know what? If you hear the blue shell coming, or you hear a bullet bill coming, get out the way. Move, Pidgey.
Move. Bobby in first place. Going to be able to grab that one. Knight in second, being able to grab a nice tally there. And then Aeropostale in third. 10 points to their name so far, going into the third race.
And you know what? We're almost down with 2 qualifiers. And remember, if you see your name at the end and you think, oh, there's no way I'm going to do it, sit back, relax, strap on your seatbelt. You may be here for a little bit of a ride. Go on back, say hi to my main man Mike, and maybe play some F1 racing. Keep the eyes centered in the, maybe you got to keep the
thumbs going.
thumbs going too, right?
Especially if you're using toe controls, F1 racing, and you're prepared for whatever's going to come your way. But like we've seen time and time again, players leaving before they realize they made it into semifinals. And I always feel bad because I'm like, you could have gotten 6 more races, but you left too early because you didn't think you made it in. But guess what? You did. So just stick around for a little bit longer. Play some games, get some game time, grab some food. The food here, phenomenal. 10 out of 10. Anything you order, you will enjoy. I will vouch by that. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. But I love it. One of my favorite things is the hot sauce here. It's phenomenal.
It's getting hot, 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 hot.
Oh,
God, I'm old.
yeah, already seeing you slowly lower down. I'm sorry, buddy.
I had to just from in the mustache today for you.
Said I had to make it look fresh and nice.
So fresh and so clean, bro.
Oh man. But currently we are going to one of my really fun tracks because guess what? It's really all underwater and there's so many sections where you're able to just float through a ton of the off-road, which is really, really cool.
Under the sea is where I want to be. Look, here's the thing about those under the sea maps. They are fun to play. They're gorgeous, and it gives you a little bit of a different feel as far as gravity is concerned.
It really, really does. You're actually racing a little bit slower underground than you normally are. Because on a Blank Cove here, you're going to be seeing a lot of floatiness happening for a lot of these shortcuts. As right now we're seeing YouTube Road being able to grab that glider section, go into the next item box. Hopefully they won't get screened. Remember to always go for the doubles.
Always.
Just turn your controller and remember to use your shrooms one at a time. You're not going any faster spamming them all at once.
It's the easiest thing you can do to benefit yourself on this race. It's the one thing that you can control. Get the double item box.
Exactly. You do not want to just, in that situation, they could have had a star right behind it or anything else, but they just turn to the left just a tiny bit. Always aim for that double item box, but if you know there's someone right beside you, go for the single. You always want to have an item on you if you can. But right there, Knight being able to roll their items into another item. So they spammed up trying to get something better, which was a star and some more shrooms. So not a bad play there, but let's see if it's going to work out for them. Being able to pop that star, going into that next item box. Great move there, and now going to be able to hold on to 5th for the time being.
That's exactly where you want to pop that star. Right before you hit the item box. Hold on to your items for as long as possible. But you know what? You got to get rid of them because you can't hold too many. It's 2 or none.
Yeah, you really don't want to be stuck in a situation where you don't have enough items to either defend yourself or help yourself move up these spots. But right now we got Parkour on the screen, going to be able to work up the 4th place. Great move there. Switch over this. Has this Mr. Scooty loadout that's been so successful, especially during the Nintendo World Champ, or at least Championship here. Going to be seeing Bobby though. Oh my God, exponential lead. Absolutely insane. Could literally stop driving for 5 seconds and still grab this 1st place. Not a worry on their mind. Knight grabbing another 2nd place finish.
And in 3rd place, we've got Ariel Alpasta.
The same top 3, honestly. Consistency.
Well, consistency is how you do it. I mean, come on. Look, if you showed up to a store every day for a week and it was closed, do you show up next week? No. So you know what? Show up to win and get those wins in when you can, because as we move down these rows and get from qualifiers to the semis into the grand finals, it's only gonna get harder.
It really, really is. And we're gonna be seeing racers on deck. Qualifier number 3, if you see your name, hey, go to the side of the arena and get lined up. Immortal, Zovgo, Sloppy Gunner, Morzilla, Little Bit Psycho, Dom here, the Alpha, 5 times, Plain White Rice, Short Person, Super TF55, and Ulsley. Ulsley, maybe. It's always got to be one of the names.
I don't. I'm looking at it going. I mean, sure. You sound it out. I think it's an acronym.
Oh.
I think it's an acronym.
UHL Psy? No. But we're going to one of my favorite tracks. I know it's terrible, but Rock Mountain Enjoyers Unite. Very, very simple, fun track. The ending shortcut is so insanely powerful. You can go back and back if you need to, but you can also fall off the mountain.
I mean, come on. Please stay on the track, sir.
Yeah, there's no barriers with obviously a safety hazard, but you know what? In Mario Kart, the danger is where the fun's at.
It's very Star Wars of no barriers, okay?
Yeah, just falling off the edge into the Death Star. That's where you don't want to be, truly. But right now we're seeing Bio being able to throw that boomerang forward, not landing it, and now they're going to be able to have those triple shrooms. Take this shortcut on the right here, and you will be set to go. And right now we're seeing E2 Rogue. Often you just stay a little bit safer into the middle of the track rather than duking it down the shortcut, which is completely fine too. Great move to use that mushroom there. Grabs an air horn. Gonna pop it out immediately. Hold on to those defenses.
Yes, everybody's using their items way too quickly here, I feel like.
Yeah, they're thinking that, hey, if we use this immediately, this is the best time to use it. But no, like in this situation, like that, we're gonna see Parker using the mushroom into a green shell. Realize what's in front of you as well. As Bio, great move there. Grabbing 2 hits with Run Red Shell. Gonna be able to grab that double item box, and that is a huge pull here. Let's see if they're gonna be able to roll these reds into another double item box. No, they're gonna hold on to them. They should have thrown it forward.
And here, you know, it's interesting, that spot, because you can get done by that down tree constantly.
Oh, absolutely.
So you have to pick your spot over there. And if you don't have shrooms, you may not be able to make that shortcut. So really, you got to think about it when you're coming around that last turn.
Absolutely. And right now we're seeing Knight. Oh! Throws the last fire flower, which hit the competitor in front of him, and then that competitor had a red shell, which trailed the other competitor, and then they get hit by a red, which allows Knight to go up to 5th place. What a chain reaction.
30% luck, and that was good luck all the way.
Absolutely. That was some Final Destination kind of situation there. It's currently seeing Aerial Postal mushroom dodging the blue shell in mid-air. Currently in 1st place, we're going to get passed up by Knight. Probably going to be able to go through this shortcut. There he is, jumping right through. Pod number 1, Bobby, going to be able to have to avoid this screen. Smart bounces off the wall, and Aerial Postal will be able to grab the last 1st place of this qualifier.
What a smart bounce. SMRT, baby, all the way.
Man, what a play that was. Really, that was the Hail Mary of this whole qualifier. Just saying, I am trusting the mountain to take this green and bring me to victory.
Guess what's going to be in the highlight reel?
That one.
Yeah, I'm going to say
right
that
there.
one. I'm going to go with that one.
No, I'm going to think the one where he fell off the mountain, unfortunately. Play of the game.
That'll probably be there, too.
Yeah, true. We don't, if you're doing bad, doing good, we do not, you know, we're not biased.
No, I don't like you either way. Oh, no, you're just fine. You're good.
Oh, thank you. Just fine?
Eh.
Oh, that's messed up.
I believe the kids say, meh.
Meh. Okay, onk. But we're going Oh, no.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm going to need something heavy in a second.
I'm going to move this Pidgey away real fast. You know?
I will stab that Pidgey.
But, man, it was a really fun qualifier, though. A little bit too item spammy. Remember, there's so many situations where people feel like, hey, things are out of your control, like we're going to be seeing with these highlights. But genuinely, the game gives you the items to put you in the spot you want to be.
Speak and you shall be heard. Out of control, off the map, twice as nice, back to back. Follow the leader doesn't work.
It really doesn't. You want to go in the right spot, and then boom, Fire Flower into the red that chained them out, and then guess what? They're going to get hit by that red as well. Then Aeropostale bonk off the wall, hitting Bobby and bringing themselves to a 1st place finish, laughing it off, being like, I know I didn't deserve it. Guess what? The smart bounce took it all.
Somebody give that dude an extra piece of cake at dessert time because they are too sweet.
They cooked up something extremely fresh with that beautiful smart bounce. Truly, really great work by Aeropostale. Great, wonderful competitor and great person overall as well. So glad to see them being on a little bit of a roll. Will they be able to keep that roll going, though?
Well, it's all about momentum in esports, and you know what? Moving from the qualifiers and waiting, that waiting period, right? We don't talk about the mental game as much in esports, but it is part of the game. You got to keep yourself in it. You got to keep yourself locked in, and well, you got some downtime now. What would, when you were a competitor, what did you do in your downtime?
Honestly, I would always practice before the tournament started, but I always like to just get comfortable once I play. I haven't been here that long, but we have this wonderful audience here with us today.
He loves water.
You know what? Water is good for you, and that's the truth. But
Gotta stay hydrated. We live in a desert.
yeah, we do. You know what? It's drought, who knows them? But we are seeing these wonderful competitors, wonderful, wonderful families being able to support all of their, you know what, children, husbands, wives, whoever's going up and competing. It's so great to see the support that comes out every single week.
Yeah, it really is. And this is a family game. And you know what? This is a family place. I love it. I started playing video games because of my dad, right? And so, you know, it doesn't matter if it's your mom, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your dad, whoever brings you in from your family, that kind of support and that kind of bonding experience is great. You know what? Not as many kids going fishing these days, but a lot of kids are playing Mario Kart.
That is true, and we're currently seeing Riley here being able to say hello to the camera, seeing Aries right now staring us down, staring us down, staring us down. We're getting too close. We're gonna crash. How'd you do, Aries?
I like that shirt, bro. Not gonna lie.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Oh, no, I meant his shirt.
Oh.
Your shirt's...
But we got the scores ready for you from this qualifier. Let's get into it. Bring us through it, Logan.
Yeah, we got Bobby. We've got 54 points, and right behind it, 4 points less, Ariel Postal. We've got Knight with 44 points in third place.
B.O. likes T-Cats.
B.O. likes Tika. I'm going to take your word for it. 31 points in fourth place. Fifth place, Free Dizzle with 28. Alavid with 26 points. Parkour with 22 points. Strong Beans, 17 points. Too Much Rice, 16 points in ninth place. 10th place goes to E2 Went Rogue with 11. And rounding it out in 11th place, Shin Quad Skin with 10 points. I think I said that right.
There you go. You know what? You actually did way better than I did. Oh, that's tough out here.
Whenever you throw it to me, I start sweating immediately. I'm like, I don't know these names.
That's what gets the brain working. You know what? We used to have brain age. Now we have the age of trying to figure out what these usernames are.
It's good that these microphones don't pick up the hamster that's turning the wheel in my head as we try to do this.
Live rookie reaction. Yes. Was that his face when he saw you win last week? There you go. Lots of love. That's our previous last week's winner of Mortal, being able to see if they're going to be able to keep that crown on their head. And then Zavgo back with us again.
Dr. Peppa in the house.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is none in this house. But we're hopefully going to get that replenished soon. Are you still watching Futurama?
Yes.
Are you Sloppy Gunner?
I am.
Yeah, they're bringing it back, so you know what?
Again?
Again.
This is the 5th time. No, you're laughing, but it is the 5th time.
I thought it was like the 2nd.
No.
Wow.
Do some, they brought it back to bring it back to movies, where they just brought movies back. So they brought the seasons back twice, and they brought movies back. All right, maybe the 4th time.
Wow.
Yeah, but hey, I'm just saying.
And then we got a little bit Psycho on the street. Gonna be rocking the Jujutsu Kaisen shirt.
I was just gonna say fire. Fire.
Oh, Big Folk, Omi a Coke. Absolutely. I'm caught up with the manga right now. It's really, don't know if it's gonna be good ending, but we can only hope for the best. And now everyone wait for their moment to shine.
Right?
Putting out their emotes and having a good time. Truly, all the support. Oh, flex on him.
Is he about to be like, my 24-inch pythons, I'm gonna wrap them around you. Oh, yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.
Yeah. He said, not today, not today.
Very serious look over
Very
here.
serious, locked in.
Very
you know what,
locked in. Love that.
Ready to go.
All right. We love the thumbs up.
Thank you. But honestly, it's one of those games where you gotta realize, hey, ooh.
No?
What do you mean no? Just no.
Right.
Not working out. Beautiful Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild shirt. Rocking that up right now. And really looking fresh and looking like still. No.
He just doesn't understand personal space. Just getting all up into the other competitor's space.
No.
Saying no.
No. And like I said, all ages, all fun, all action. Honestly, great to see a lot of And you know, whoever you are, this is a game that transcends generations.
Yeah.
And it's so fun to see. We are going to Music Park for the first race
Ooh.
of this qualifier.
Yes, don't see this map enough.
We really don't. It's a very, like, it's one of my S-tier tracks. And
It's
I feel
so
like
cool.
It is an S-tier track for a lot of other competitors too, but I don't know why we don't see it a lot more, especially once we get to the point where we're picking tracks. I think Music Park's just insanely consistent. It's so cool how the music in the background syncs up with the track when you're racing on it, no matter where you're at. Crazy!
And if you can't enjoy that, seriously, just stop playing the game. I don't know. Go outside for a walk. You need to cool down.
Yeah,
Like, that's what makes this track so entertainingly fun.
Oh, no!
No! Short person off the track. No.
No.
Don't go off the track.
No, you do not want to do that. And honestly, we accidentally hit that boost panel just with the set them spiraling off the track. But right now we got 5 times on the track. He's going to be 5-time champion. Only time will tell with that absolutely great Funky Kong character pick. Remember, a little bit heavier of a character, so it's going to be a little bit harder to control, but still going to be able to rock that Teddy Buddy loadout, which is one of the main key factors you're seeing from this.
And you just saw Immortal make that shortcut. It's a tight cut. You got to know where it is. You got to be focused on getting there, but it will make all the difference.
It really will. If you're not taking that ending shortcut, you're missing out on a lot of time that you can cut off on your track. Oh, Super is going to have not a super duper time.
That wasn't super at all.
Not at all. Running right into that green shell, and now we're going to have to pop the bullet bill a little bit earlier than they probably want to, but brings them right into the double item box, which is extremely ideal. Gets the draft, and now going to have to battle it out. No, bumps the side of the wall, goes to 0 to 100, having to use some of these shrooms that they just got.
And he used them back to back.
Oh, President of Banana, it just get it off him. Get it off him, it's too much.
Oh, B-A-N-A-N. All right, anyways, those bananas are all over the track. If you're not getting hit by fire, you're definitely slipping, tripping on a banana field.
You really are. You gotta realize what's in front of you, what's behind you, and just take and assume total control of the racetrack. Because if you don't, you're gonna have a bad time. But right now, a little bit Psycho having a good time, wiping out some of these other competitors with the star. And now we're gonna be seeing Olsley on the screen in 9th place. If you're able to grab a UMT, you'll be able to go through those piranha plants item, and they will be going down. Lakitu having to save them, and this is gonna be Zongo in first place.
I'm pretty sure he owns about 5 Dr. Pepper shirts.
Absolutely.
Because every single time I see him, he's wearing a Dr. Pepper shirt. Number 2 goes to Morzilla, and number 3 rounding out Immortal, showing why they are called Immortal. They won last week. Will they go back to back? Only time will tell.
Hey, yeah, I mean, it would be really, really cool, especially for competitors who don't see those championships that often. I mean, we know Bobby being the most winning of all winning SNS players.
Bobby Digital.
Bobby Digital, and really being able to see some of these other competitors that don't get that spotlight that often, being able to go back to back, it will be great to see. So my money's on Immortal right now, but we'll see how they're gonna do in these next few races, because grabbing 3rd right off the bat, they didn't look happy about that.
Well, here's the thing is as we move along here, I know there's one person here who will have something to be said about Bobby and Immortal getting a win. Her name is Amory, and she is here to compete, win, and show all these other Mario Kart racers why she's numero uno.
Yeah, she is an absolute menace, top tier competitor, top lounge player, absolutely an absolute menace on the racetrack. So it's really, really great to see them back and trying to keep the crown on their head from last time they were here.
And you know what, was it Immortal? Bobby's playing the same loadout as she is tonight.
Sometimes, well, towards grand finals, you're going to be seeing that utilized a little bit more so that they can blend in and not get targeted. I mean, I always rock the Donkey Kong loadout. If I got targeted, oh well. But it's a little bit of a strategy sometimes, trying to blend in and not get hit out, thinking, oh, this might be Emery, this might be someone else, and trying to use that to your advantage.
Yes, and as we're taking a look at Super TF55 in 7th place, having a start and a rough go at it, needs to get from 2 points to 10 points so they can be going at top speed.
Exactly. One of the key factors of this game is getting up to 10 points. If you get up to 10 points, you're actually using your full potential top speed. You're ignoring the coins. They're not just there for decorations. They're there to help you. And honestly, I always like to say, hey, if you have 10 points, you're going, I would say, let's say 45 miles per hour. If you have 0 points, you're going 40. So you got to be able to grab those, and it matters a lot.
Can I tell you a secret? I didn't know that until I started meeting you. I just thought they were coins and you needed to hold them. I didn't know that there was a purpose behind them. I never felt like I was going slower. But that's good information for those people at home who may not realize what those coins are for.
Yeah, it's always worth it, especially the first 2 laps to kind of get your bearing, get up to 10 points, because you'll realize, especially when you're using mushrooms and other power items, you'll be going so much faster than someone else who doesn't have as many points as you do. So you gotta be able to grab those, get up to 10, and then work your way forward, just like we saw a little bit Cycle do there.
As Pauly Shore might say, coinage, buddy.
I totally know that reference, yeah, absolutely.
He lives here in Vegas and I'm old.
I honestly, your name's not gonna be Logan Summon anymore, it's gonna be I'm old.
You know what? That's what they'll put on my tombstone. Old.
Who is this? I'm old.
I'm old.
Oh, what we got playing my race. Gonna be able to be here in 8th place. Got the golden mushroom in hand. Try to avoid any catastrophe that could happen. Great awareness there, but almost gets shot by the Piranha Blade. Barely scrapes by. Trying to turn this corner, but unfortunately goes a little bit slower. And now gonna be able to pop that star, bring it back up to top speed. Sees that shortcut right in front of him. Can't take that with the star. The Sloppy Gunner working their way up to 3rd place.
We've seen that shoe being used a couple times, and this is our first time seeing any competitors use that shoe. Who throws a shoe?
I couldn't even tell you. I wouldn't even want to drive in a shoe. I'm going to be real with you.
It looks a little wonky, I'm not going to lie.
A little bit stinky, too. But we're going to be seeing a Mono grab in 1st place. Opco in 2nd. Sloppy Gunner bringing it all home in 3rd. But that was kind of crazy. It didn't feel like they were that far apart, but Sloppy Gunner still able to grab a blue shell in 3rd and a golden mushroom. So that just shows how much of a distance gap it was between 3rd and 1st place.
Yeah, because normally you wouldn't be able to grab a blue shell because you'd be right there in the mix, and the game is as scary as the game may treat you. It doesn't really want to give you that big of an advantage.
It really doesn't. It gives you the items you need to succeed. You know what? That's what I always like to say. If you're in last, it's giving you stars, mushrooms, bullet bills, golden mushrooms, but you got to just know where those shortcuts are and utilize them at those spots, and that'll help you so much. I mean, literally, if you get 10 coins, grab these power items, use them on the shortcuts, you will be seeing yourself in top 6 immediately. Even if you're not a great driver, knowing where the shortcuts are and being able to utilize your items well, literally brings you up to top 6.
And I don't necessarily think this is a game that being the best driver, I mean, it always counts for something. We're playing a racing game.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it is item knowledge, utilization, and shortcut utilization as well. And you don't need to be a great racer to be able to bang those shortcuts out. You just have to have the knowledge.
Knowledge. That's what you need to do, and that's what you need to know. Knowledge. You know what? As one of the famous YouTubers, as we all know, Meme has always told you, knowledge is where it's at. But right now we're going to Sky High Sunday, and we are going to have a sweet time on this one.
I got a sweet tooth for this one. I'm still going to bring a dozen donuts one of these days.
One of these days.
We're just going to eat donuts and let them talk about what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Especially on Sky High Sunday, every time anyone gets hit by an item, gotta eat the donut.
Right?
That's the way to do it. You know what? But right now we're seeing a little bit Psycho popping the ghost. Not a bad spot to do it. A lot of items can happen. We're gonna see that better in front of him just spin out potentially a banana on that item box. But no! Not gonna be able to drift around that corner.
That was
no! 2 for 2. Don't make it 3. Don't do it.
No, seriously, don't do it. By the way, I feel like Lakitu was very nice to her on that, by the way. Got her back on the track very quickly.
Yeah, you know, that actual out of bounds section was extremely short. So that was actually a really good spot too if you want to fall off. But Immortal picks the bad spot to fall off, getting hit by the blue shell, and then off the ramp. But it doesn't even matter. Look at the lead that they have. They're still around 2 seconds ahead. Right now we're seeing a little bit Psycho in 3rd place. Gonna be able to pump that Piranha Plant, chomping away at these points. And now gonna be able to have a pretty good substantial item right behind it. There's gonna be some mushrooms, which is gonna be able to boost them into this glider section. And when you're on this glider section, you can use those, get onto the ground a little bit faster, because when you're in the air, you're going a little bit slower. So if you're able to get on the ground a little bit faster, you'll be able to extend your lead.
Now, what if you pop a mushroom when you hit that little island in the middle there?
I mean, it's not a bad choice. You're already gonna trick, so I would say just do the trick, and then you'll be able to get that boost, and then use your mushrooms. being able to just utilize as many those little trick pushes you can. As we see Zombie Gunner being able to see that spinner come up right beside him, pops the air horn, and now has the opportunity to grab first place, sees the retro coming, has the defense for it, and has the lead of the century. That's how we're going to be seeing Immortal duking it out for third place. But guess what? Not going to have the items they need.
No.
And you can see the frustration on their face right now.
And once again, it comes down to the items, right? It wasn't about the faster racer.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Did you see Sloppy Gunner having a third
No,
lead on the map?
I'm talking about second and third.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's it.
No. Sloppy Gunner, you were fast.
You were fast. Good job, buddy. But I totally agree with you. But we have qualifier number 4. Racers on deck. If you hear your name, you already know the drill. Jaguars, Kiro, Vonnie, Brudude, Vinny, David, Frenchie. Oh, the boys reference. Ravishing,
Rick.
Slushy Flush, T-Cats. Oh, there we go. Full circle there. Exterminator 2000 and Shiga Tai.
Now, is Ravishing Rick a reference to the WWF wrestler Ravishing Rick Rude? I certainly hope so.
There was not a chance it's not. Unless it's just coincident. They're like, you know what? Ravishing Rick, that's who I am. Which is possible,
They might
actually.
like alliteration, okay?
Yeah, I do like alliteration, too. Anything that flows off the tongue, that's where it's at with usernames.
So Vonnie's back.
Vonnie is back.
Your ex-partner in crime.
Ex-partner in crime, indeed. Wonderful person. Won the trivia, but will they win the races?
Well, it remains to be seen.
The races are a little bit tougher than those questions,
Yeah.
so...
Oh, just a touch.
Yes, there's a little
I mean, I looked at these questions and I thought, somebody's just giving away free gaming time here.
And I don't know who it possibly could be.
Marissa.
Saying, you know what? I mean, my heart always breaks, especially when we do it on stage. But we are going to have a little bit of a technical issue. We're going to be getting everyone connected
Technical timeout.
But honestly, like I said, whenever I'm on stage, I always feel bad whenever they don't get the questions right. I'm like, oh, and some people get a little bit of a short end of the stick on some of these questions. And I'm like,
Yeah.
my God, you're at a gaming arena. We're asking gaming questions. Please get it right.
It always makes you a little bit sad to see somebody get it wrong because you have the answer in your hand, right?
You do.
So it's always easier for us because we're like Alex Trebek used to be like, well, the answer is like, well, you got the answer in front of you, Alex, and so do we. So when they get it wrong, when I've been up there, I'm always like, oh, just give them the game time.
I always try to too. I'm just like, you know what? Even getting on stage, being brave enough to answer questions in front of, you know what, this
Right.
beautiful crowd, that takes enough guts alone to grab you some game time in my eyes.
Well, with the celebrity boxing stuff, there have been fights where some people have not gone out because just to make that walk from the dressing room to the ring, it has induced so much anxiety that they haven't been able to do it. So you know what? Just being up here on stage under the lights, in front of the crowd, and the millions and millions of people watching at home.
That's the dream.
That is.
That is the dream.
It takes a lot of gumption to give yourself a pat on the back for coming out and being part of it.
Absolutely. And if you ever want to watch, if you see yourself on screen, twitch.tv/Allied Esports. We're streaming there now. You can talk to us up in the booth as well. We got the comment section. Twitch chat right here with us. You know what? Talk about your favorite cards. Talk about your favorite maps. We'll be here to chat with you
Talk
for the
about your
rest of the
favorite
night.
mustache as well.
Mine.
You don't have one.
There is a little bit of something there. You see it a little bit there, you know? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I had when I was 13.
Yeah, well, it seems like it went downhill from there, didn't it, with your mustache game?
Yeah, look at how beautiful this is, okay?
Okay, it is.
You go
It
to
is.
bed thinking about how beautiful this mustache is.
Literally, like, it's like literally uniform. Nothing's like going crazy. Mario and Luigi are actually crying in their sleep.
Could I be a mustache model?
Oh, easily. If they're looking for handsome man, around 80s.
I'm 83, okay?
I said around 80s. And then with a very perfect mustache. They'll be looking right at you. They'll be seeing it. They already got it on screen. They'll know.
Well, and just like these competitors put a lot of time and effort into playing Mario Kart, I put a lot of time and effort into making this mustache look good.
You know what? And it's paid off. I'm not even going to lie to you. I can't even lie to you. It looks phenomenal.
This mustache is taller and has more gumption than I do.
Oh.
And it's like a Tom, I call it the Tom Tucker, just so you know. I do, I call it the Tom Tucker. Just this.
I know that one. I know that reference. Thank you. And we're going to be going to Ninja Hideaway for this next race. I do believe this is our final race of qualifiers.
It is
So,
indeed.
From this third qualifier. So it's going to be really, really fun. Ninja Hideaway, one of the first DLC tracks. I despised it when it came out because, my God, this rooftop section at the end of the lap
it's crazy, right?
It is brutal. And if you're not going to be able to learn how to drift and do the tricks where you need to,
You can't
you're
do
falling
it.
off the track.
Yeah, you can't do it. You have to drift on this track. There's just no two ways about it.
No, you really have to. You got to be able to know what the sweet spots are, being able to maneuver yourself quite well. Immortal going the top path to grab some more points rather than going the bottom path where the shortcut is. But Super TF is going to actually drop down. Still in 5th place, though. Going to be able to get on this ledge section. Remember, you want to trick and grab those item boxes.
You cannot miss item boxes. For real. That is going to kill you.
Actually, true.
Yeah.
True. It'll bring you all the way back down, back, but thankfully, no one's around Super there, so they're going to be able to live for a little bit longer. But if they didn't grab the item box, it's going to be a bad time. And just like I've talked about 5 times, going to fly off right off the track. You can see him so frustrated, not even realizing
He's
what's going
frustrated.
on.
I'm frustrated, okay? And Donkey Kong is wonky. I know Funky Kong is cool, but Funky Kong is looking a little wonky. We've seen him have a lot of trouble taking those turns because he's a tank.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where you realize the heavier you go, the heavier character you pick, it actually changes how the cart controls. You have to realize that whatever you pick, you want to make it work for you. You know what? Right now, the meta are these midway characters, these little bit lighter turns of more mini turbos. That's where you want to be. As we're seeing right now, Zovko going to be able to pop that star and work their way around. Grabs another one for their troubles, and now they're going to be in a pretty good spot. But my God, guess who's in first place right now in the best spot possible? Absolutely dominating this race so far.
And Zovko is holding on to that blue shell for dear life. And I just want to see him pop at the end of the day, because there is somebody waiting at first, but if you wait too long, they're going to be finished.
Oh, the shot comes out, and
there
that's
it is.
going to be absolutely brutal. Going to make even the playing field, and that's going to be Immortal getting hit by that blue shell. Going to be able to, another one!
Back to back.
Another one!
And another one.
2 shots, 1 blue shell, and still going to be able to confirm a first place finish. Finally, what they were looking for throughout this entire qualifier, and Sloppy Gunner going to back those reds, grab 2nd place, and I do believe that's going to be Mozilla in 3rd.
And there you go. Oh, man, I got to tell you, I like that map, but you never see anybody stay all the way up.
You really don't. It's tough.
So difficult. But if you can get there, high ground.
High
Take
ground.
it.
It's the safer route. It's going to go a little bit slower, but if you're able to go on that high ground and you know there's like a ton of items, triple greens, triple reds, blue shells, and otherwise, oh my, you're going to be able to take that top path and take the safer route and win that round. I mean, honestly, sometimes it is the better choice to take the safer route just to win. And I do have to shout out Arcaz in the chat saying, my mustache is better. Thank you very much. And you know what? Any day, brother, any day. I'll be your Pokemon trainer for you.
Yeah, I'm going to take a quote from one of our competitors. Go.
We got the highlights ready for you, though, from this qualifier, and we're going to be seeing what's going down. Oh, there he is. Nope, that's not where you want to go.
Too short.
Too short indeed. And now we're going to be seeing Immortal getting hit by that blue shot. Poke! Wow! Going to be having to saved by Lakitu there, and then 5 times. Going to take that turn really rough, and then guess what? Realizes that there's not enough rooftop for this Funky Kong to stand on, and then Immortal just get blue after blue after blue after blue, shock, blue after blue after blue, shock, just absolutely taking all of them under the sun.
I mean, talk about being blue.
Aye. And the Arcaz also asking, why isn't there a dumpster truck in Mario Kart? That's actually a good question. That'd be kind of fire.
That's a Twisted Metal question all the way.
Oh,
all right?
there you go.
Just saying. But there should be a dumpster truck, because sometimes this game will turn into a dumpster fire.
Oh, That was good. That one was good. That was
I've
pretty.
earned my keep.
That was fire indeed. And then we got Plantman asking, is this Mario Kart? Yes, it is. It's a Mario
Indeed.
Kart tournament here at the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. We are currently playing 150cc Mario Kart action, getting into the last qualifier of the night. And we're going to be getting into the scores from the last qualifier as well. We're going to be seeing qualifier number 3, Immortal in first place with 50 points. Slopgunner in second with 46. Zobgo in third with 44. Mozilla in fourth with 38. Little Bit Psycho there in fifth with 36 points. Super TF in sixth with 25 points. 5 times. Going to be falling off the track that many times. In seventh with 23 points. Olsley in eighth with 17. Play White Rice in ninth with 9 points. Dam here, I guess, the Alpha, in 10th with 8 points. Tying with Short Person there with 8 points as well. Wowie. Wowie, wowie, wowie. This cutoff is going to be quite interesting going to these semifinals.
Yeah, it is. What do you think? What do you think the point will be?
It's looking like 25 points is going to be that cutoff, and it might be the tiebreakers we got on the bubble. If you see your name, you're currently in semifinals, but if you're on the cutting room floor, it's looking kind of rough for you. But right now, like I'm talking about, 25-24 is where it's kind of getting sketchy. It's getting a little dangerous. And we're going to be seeing after this next qualifier, we might be seeing a lot of those competitors going down. It might be even 26, 20.
Yeah, number 16 down, really.
Yeah.
You know, I would go, I think you're going to need to get higher than 26 to be locked in. But that 16th place to that 24th place, and your boy John Legend is in there. I mean, those are a little bit low.
I mean, just seeing how close it is and how locked in these competitors are. Literally 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
1 point here, 1 point there, right?
Insanely close. So you got to be, you got to stick around. See if you're going to get into the next 6 races, because only time will tell if you're going to be on the cutting room floor or if you're going to be racing it on those racetrack floors.
And if you take a look, we've got 7th and 8th place tied. We've got 1 point separating 10th, 11th, and 12th place. You've got 3rd and 4th place tied. There's only 2 points between Bobby and Emery right now. This is a close battle.
It really, really is. And it's just showing how much competition there is in this arena right now. I mean, even Bobby not grabbing that perfect 60, being hit down a little bit to 54 points, and really seeing, hey, you know what? Especially with these 4 qualifier nights, it's always so fun to see these top juggernauts already duking it out in qualifiers and showing, hey, I'm going to tilt you before semis, and I want to keep it going.
And then when we get to the semis, when everybody has to get locked in and get a little bit more serious, because the competition definitely gets more serious. And then forget about the grand finals. I mean, that's just where everybody's in the money. They're making the money.
That's where you want to be. Guess what? Right when you get in the after semifinals, if you're able to get that top 6 from each semifinals, you're going to be able to get in the money, take home a little bit of money, and every single race will be a, hey, you're going up in money or you're going down in money, but you're always going to be in the money, which is nice.
It is nice, yeah. Anytime you come out and play a video game under the lights here on the Las Vegas Strip at the Luxor, inside the beautiful HyperX Arena, and to all the billions of people watching at home, and you get a little bit of cash for the night.
That number's going to just keep going up, isn't it?
Go take it and put it on black.
There you go.
Go out there and put it on black.
If you're of age, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean,
just have one of the 18-year-olds. He told me to. He said I could. What's his name? Logan Summit said I could.
I don't know who that guy is. My name's Fred.
There we go. Nice disguise. You look like a Fred a little bit. I can see that.
It's the mustache.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, honestly, if you didn't, I would actually agree with you. But we're currently getting all these racers set up, get their controllers connected, and getting ready. Is there any race? Now, you've been with us for a while. Is there any map you want to see now that you've been seeing maybe half of them particularly? Which one do you want to see?
I mean, it always goes back to my childhood, man.
Oh.
Dude, if you're going to ask me this question, it's got to go back to my childhood.
Oh.
And at the end of the day, we all lived or died on Rainbow Road.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I love watching that map because also there's different iterations of it at this point, which is fun as well. But I do love a little bit of Rainbow Road, and it's a free-flying, fast-driving map. There's not a lot of safety there. You can go all over the place and go off into the universe and have.
Truly go
I
into
mean,
the universe.
literally go off into the universe.
That's the way to do it.
Say hi to Elon while you're out there.
Go up to Mars, try and help the people who are in that Boeing NASA aircraft. You know, everything you can do under the sun on Rainbow Road. It's always a fun time. Hopefully we'll be able to see one momentarily. But yeah,
if my NASA aircraft says Boeing on the side, I'm not getting in it.
Legal obligation. I'm still not getting in it.
Not getting in it.
I know, it's rough out there for
I'm
the
going to need a
airlines.
second opinion.
Maybe even a third, maybe even a fourth. But we're going to Berlin Byways, an absolute fun track.
Yeah.
I enjoyed a lot. Lots of cars, lots of things you got to ignore and get around, but still a fun track nevertheless.
It is, and you know what? Lots of fun things to get around. Isn't that the entirety of Mario Kart?
It is.
Lots of fun things to get around.
Because
Because it's always cute things from Mario's universe, right? And
True.
you got to get around them because you don't want to go into them.
Or you're going to be seeing things from our universe, putting it into Mario Kart, which is kind of cool. You know, they got the landmarks, they got the different destinations, especially with Sydney Sprint, which is one of my all-time favorite tour tracks. It's just really, really fun to go through these iconic locations and experience them through the eyes of Nintendo.
Exactly. It's like when you have a real person go on The Simpsons.
There you go.
You know, they've become Simpsonized. Well, you know what? You can get Mario Kart eyes as well.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool. They think
Oh.
David, you're not supposed to shroom into the do not go
Dave.
into sign.
David.
Get this man's license away from him. We're trying to save you.
Yeah, seriously. At the end of the day, you might have to go to driver retraining school.
Just show him the footage and be like, trust me, man, you want to test this guy.
Ooh.
Beautiful double red shell. Frenchie throwing them out and causing so much carnage at the same time. But right now we have Vinny and a Vinny supporter in the chat as well. So let's see if they're going to be able to utilize this bullet mill in the best possible way.
Oh!
In the ghost, an air horde appears and takes down Vinny, but they're going to be coming back with a vengeance.
He's got the crazy eights!
And
Oh!
they're going to be going crazy through the car into the wall, but still the star going to keep them at 100 miles per hour indeed.
And now they got those 3 red shells. Let's see if they utilize them effectively or they just waste them. I hope they don't. Hold on to them for the love of...
Or one at a time, or use them through an item.
Yeah, just let it be defensive postures.
That's fine, absolutely. Defense win games, and that's for a lot of different games.
Yeah, championships, right?
Yeah, defense wins championships. And sometimes that was always my mentality too when I'm racing, you know, especially being in like 3rd, 4th place. Wait for the blue shell to show up and then take over.
Ooh!
Oh, goes right over the item boxes though. And then Jackie Waters has the air horn for the blue shell, which they already got carded from another item that was in front of them. And that's gonna allow them to take over 1st place. Shot comes out, and that's probably the best situation for Jackie Waters now. No one else has an item behind him. Now it comes down to racing lines, unless you're in a ghost and you're able to dodge shock, which is what? Who is David able to grab 1st place?
David with the hair, and we got Vinny and David. I believe they came in together, by the way.
Yes.
And they have that curly hair, and people expect more from people with naturally curly hair. And with that, David gets a 1st place win.
That's crazy. Absolutely. It was Jackie War's race to lose.
It was.
And then someone named David in a ghost being able to drive right past them, thought it was a glitch. No, that was David shock dodging in a ghost and grabbing 1st place.
Forget about I see dead people. I see die.
That is not who you want to see in front of you, too. You're like, oh, there he goes again. Jump scare. But really great work from David there, being able to grab 1st place, 15 points right off the bat. You're giving yourself such a huge boost already. Remember, cut off 25 points-ish, and we're going to Tokyo Blur, another tour track.
Love Tokyo Blur. And like we were just talking about, bringing the real world into the Mario universe and vice versa is always exciting. I told them to stop putting food up behind us because I have to. I wish the food, we can't eat in the booth, man. They put that food up behind us. I want to eat in the booth.
It's so good.
So good. You should grab some food right now.
Oh, it's so good every single time. I'm telling you, get the french fries, grab the hot sauce, dip it.
Hot sauce.
beautiful combination, rainbows even. David, though, going to make a little bit of a misplay. I would have held on to that banana until right now.
Agreed.
Being able to go through that item box and grab another item. Gonna have that mushroom. Should have saved it also for that shortcut right over there going into the off-road. These little things will add up. These little mistakes will cause you to lose these races. And David, who got first in the last race, struggling on Tokyo Blur.
Yeah, I obviously hasn't played this map at all or enough, because it seems as though they didn't know where that shortcut was to begin.
That's fair.
You know, it's 96 maps. It's not easy to play all of the maps.
Not at all. And right now we are seeing Bonnie being able to use that mushroom through that shortcut. Like I just talked about, being able to work their way up, trailing quite a fair length distance behind the first place competitor, who's going to not get hit by that blue shell, had the air horn for it, and now Bonnie going to be right behind him. There we go, chaining the items. Beautiful move there, realizing they have no defense in front of them, hitting them with the red shell. Now Kiro going to be here in fourth place. Haven't seen them in the last race, but grabs that boomerang. 3 throws to make it all and gets around that green shell somehow, some way.
And Bonnie's sitting pretty in first place right now, holding on to that red shell. But the lightning doesn't care about your red shell. You don't need no stinking red shell because you've got lightning bolts.
Yeah, and that's going to even playing field unless you were able to dodge it. Bonnie going to try and do it. And they're going to be able to grab that. Didn't know if Jackie was lagging a little bit behind, maybe been able to dodge, but they grab second place. And Ravish and Rick in third.
Ravish and Rick Rude coming in third place. He's sexy and he knows it.
Yeah, honestly, true. That's just what you got to do, especially if you're grabbing podium placements. That's the sexiest of them all.
Oh, no,
Boom.
no.
But honestly, really great work from these competitors so far. Tokyo Blur, a lot of straightaways. It's not too crazy. Got that middle shortcut. It's a fun track, but man, it's very straightforward with those straightaways.
And short as well.
Very short.
Not a long race.
No, it's over before you even realize it, but we have not gone to Ice Outpost in a minute. Very controversial, competitive track, but I believe it's kind of fun. The fun fact about this track, if you have a red shell and you're on the yellow path, it's going down the yellow path. But if you have a red shell and you're on the other path, it's going down that path.
I see how that works now.
Yeah, it actually does never cross his path. So if you're on the green, you throw an item, it's going down the green path. You're on the yellow, it throws down that path. So you got to realize when you're trying to utilize your items, what path you're on and where is it going.
And once again, we bring up how important these items are and just when to use them, how to use them effectively. That's a great shortcut right there. A lot of people are missing. So that's going to give somebody a huge advantage if you know where that is and you can hit it and win it, kids.
There we go. I mean, gonna get backed by a red. Literally side angle diagonal right into the face. Now we're gonna be seeing Ravish and Rick here looking fresh. Got the beard going, but will the beard give him the powers he needs to grab that first place finish? Throw the Firefly forward, be able to use them one at a time, but unfortunately won't get away from that Piranha Plant. That goes down, bringing you down to 10. Triple greens bringing you down to 11.
Talk about bad luck. That was a series of bad luck events as we check in on Bonnie, currently sitting in 5th place. Was holding on to that green shell, but he starred up. He don't need no stinking green shell as he's gonna get from 5th. I thought he was gonna make up another. No, I didn't. I have never seen that.
Oh yeah, that's.
I've never seen that side shortcut.
A little bit faster. It doesn't do much for you other than give you a little bit of space and time. You know, away, like I say, taking the safer routes, usually not too bad. And it's a shortcut. So you know, it's best of both worlds.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? And you know what? If you're not using the roller tires on this level, you are doing serious damage to your ability to win this game.
Yeah, the roller tires makes it easier to trip. Really got more mini turbos. It's just the best items in the game. And oh my God, T-Cat, what a snipe with that green shell as a shot comes out. And now that's going to be quite an interesting change-up in these standings. You want to go for the double item boxes. Don't handicap yourself in this game. You want to give yourself as many items as possible, get you back in the race. Kiro right now in 1st place. No blue shell to be found, but there's only another competitor right behind him. Has the banana, trying to trail him out. Able to get around that situation. Doesn't go for the shortcut. Drifts and gets backed up at the line. Jack Wars grabs first.
From behind. Didn't even know he was there, Kiro, huh? No, you knew he was there. You could feel him breathing down your neck.
Yeah, they saw him in that back camera, and then unfortunately tried to go on the glider, just wow. But unfortunately was not able to trail Jaguars out. He went super wide, was able to grab another mini turbo, which gave him the lead they need, grab that first place.
And I feel like when you get all crazy with the glider, you are slowing yourself down. Okay?
I mean, sometimes you got that, like you talked about, momentum, right? So you're able to like kind of get yourself, and like I said, getting down to the floor, doing low glider strats, which is just basically being able to use that momentum, get yourself going. It's not terrible, especially if you're trying to hit someone behind you. But normally, yeah, just go in a straight line. Go in a straight line. You're not wrong.
I mean,
it's tough.
We talked about it before. Straight line is the easiest and quickest way to get there.
There you go. I always like to say that too as we go to Shy Guy Falls. Sometimes people be doing like, especially when that like you saw Kiro versus Jaguars, doing mini turbos back and forth. Sometimes just driving a straight line a little bit faster. Not even joking, because when you drift,
10 coins and go straight, right?
there you go. That's all you got to do, truly. Because sometimes when you drift, you go a little bit slower.
Right.
So if you're able to just drive in a straight line, you're going faster than the person who's trying to drift. I mean, sometimes it works out. I'm not even lying to you. Sometimes. But David right here being able to get around those triple greens that got pulled forward, going to be able to drift their way all around the competition and work their way up the waterfall.
And while you're on this waterfall, if you're not hitting all those speed pads, you are doing yourself disjuncture. You have to hit those. It's so much faster. When you watch a competitor who knows exactly the timing and how to drift in between them, you can see how much faster they actually go.
Absolutely. It's so much faster and so much, and you'll be able to catch up as well, because there's going to be people who miss those boost panels. As we're seeing David, though, going to be able to avoid that bomb, pops the mushrooms, and now in the star takes a hit on the corner of the wall. They're going to be able to hit another competitor and work their way up into the off-road and slowing themselves down.
It looks like David is taking Broaddude's hat and he's rocking it right now. I wonder if Broaddude will come back to regret that.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see if they're going to be able to make it out live. Haven't placed extremely well so far. Final opportunity to get these points to get yourself in the semifinals. Hero in a very good spot if they're able to hold on to this much and take it for the shortcut. And then guess what? You got a lot more opportunities with those reds. But Broaddude going to be here in third place. Going to be able to grab that double lighter box. That's what you want to do. Has the triple shrooms. Going to be able to use them to get through that off-road. Works their way up the first. Will they be able to mushroom dodge this blue shell? No, they don't. On the mini-map, they get hit there. And now we're on to Vinny, who's going to get shot into the item box, which is actually the best case situation.
Yeah.
And throws the bomb forward. And two different competitors get hit by one bomb.
Bombs go down and boom goes the dynamite, baby. Boom, shalak, lak, boom. And Vinny gets a taste of his own medicine.
Absolutely. Talking about here comes the bullet bill. Going to be sideswiping them off the map. Jaguars now in third place. Throwing those red shells forward. Going to be able to land one of them in second place. I think that's where they're going to end, because that first place competitor is just running away with it at this point. Throws the red shell forward. Doesn't even matter. Got the fireflowers for it. That's Kiro.
Yeah, Kiro just looked behind and said, I got this, bro. Hold my beer.
You know what? Being able to bring it all back, Broaddude in third says, Jaguars, you don't get first. You don't get Jack this race. I get first.
I see what you did there.
There you go. There you go. A little bit. A little bit. Got to keep it fresh. Got to keep it rolling until the hamster can't anymore.
Roll and roll and roll. Just saying.
Yeah, that's what you got to think about when you're picking your cards. Rolling, 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 roller tires.
Roller tires. There's still some competitors
Don't blame me.
not
Blame
using
Nintendo.
roller tires. And if you get into the next stage and you don't switch over to roller tires, I am going to send this one out to you. I will send Pidgey onto the floor to take the controller out of your hand and make you put on the roller tires.
That's the way to do
But
it.
just like Randy Savage, the macho man, loves roller dogs, well, you need to love roller tires.
There you go. Or Azor rollers, you know, but the red, blue, whatever team you're on. Are you red or blue? Red or blue tires?
Here's the thing. I would like green because it brings out my eyes.
Oh, there you go. You know what? In a perfect world, that would happen. But we only got red or blue. Pick one.
All right, I'm picking the red pill.
There we go. That's the way to do it.
I made it a Matrix joke. Sorry.
You just had to make it a full
I don't know. There's
1-0, 1-0, 1-0.
somewhere in there, Keanu Reeves is like, I agree.
I agree. Yeah, did you hear Keanu Reeves was actually supposed to be the Acolyte Series? Fun facts. But they scheduling conflicts, but they want to bring him back for another Star Wars show. So that's gonna be interesting. That's all I'm saying.
So, Acolyte's not coming back.
No,
Got canceled.
Yeah, for reasons unknown. Who would have guessed? But we got the scores ready for you.
And I don't think they were unknown.
I don't think so either. But with the places unknown, we got the scores that we do know. Jaguars bringing it all home. In first place, 51 points. Kiro here in second with 45 points. Vonnie in third with 43 points. David in fourth with 32. Brudud in fifth with 29. Vinny in sixth with 26, which might be
The
enough.
cutoff. It's on the bubble, as we might say.
And with David, honestly, not doing too shabby with that 32 points either. Maybe they'll be making it into that semifinals. Ravish and Rick here in 7th with 25 points. Exterminator in 8th with 23. T-Cats in 9th with 20. Frenchie in 10th with 16. And the other competitors did not stay around for their races.
Oh, come on. That's 2 of them. And we told them, don't go home.
Yeah, we try to tell them. We try to tell them. You know what? Your time was coming, and they didn't take advantage of it.
Well, they will come back to regret that. But at this point, I think Brudud and David are going to have to fight over which one gets to keep that hat, because I think they both might make it into the semis, and David using Brodud's hat to give him that luck to keep him there in 4th place.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens, because we saw David running into the do not run into signs. We saw them running off the track, and we got a tiebreaker with some of these competitors. Who is it gonna be? Tiebreaker on the race floor. Who's it gonna be? Don't know.
Chippy Chan and
Oh!
Super Gia 55. Now, do they go 1v1 head-to-head?
Oh,
Ravishing Rick Rude is in the house, too.
Oh, my God.
So is it 1v1v1? Is it
Yes.
3? Yeah.
So I do believe, are there only 1 or 2 spots available? That's the question of the day, serving it up Gary's way. How many? We do not know how many spots. 2 spots, so top 2 move forward. 200cc Baby Park, 1 chance, 1 opportunity.
Okay.
The secret of this track, you're now on 200cc, so you're able to go through the grass section.
Yeah.
If you're drifting, go through the drift and grab the drift and then land with those SMTs and go forward and just keep doing that. Go through the grass. You will have a monumental sized lead. Thank me later, but you want to go through the grass section.
All right, everybody. He told you, go through the grass section. If we see you not going through the grass section, we will have questions, and you better have answers later, okay?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the, like we saw it a couple weeks ago with Batter Cookie before he had to go back home. He was the one who was able to show, hey, in that 1v1 situation between Yezi and Batter Cookie, Batter Cookie took the grass shortcut, and he had a huge lead against Yezi, going for that first place prize money. But my goodness, it's going to be quite interesting to see which competitor takes that advice, go through the grass and win, or don't.
Well, I'm excited to see this. I haven't seen the 3v. Well,
yeah, you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen any of this before.
So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, this is really exciting for me. It's first for me, and you know what? This is where the tension starts to build, right? Because this is make or break it time. This is 2 go forward and 1 goes home.
Yeah, and it is brutal. You have the opportunity to extend your time here by 6 more races, get to the section of the tournament where you get to pick tracks, but will you take this opportunity and listen to us and listen to these strats? We got Chippy Chan, though, always looking fresh. Got the Yoshi fit going on.
Look at that fit, yo.
Oh, man, that's fire.
Chippy Chan and I are going to go on a spa day, get some facials one of these days.
There we go.
Yeah, see?
That's the way to do it. You know what? Honestly, with that fit, you can go anywhere and looking fresh.
Yo, you could wear that shirt.
Truly, I mean, maybe I might need a large, but it's fine.
Yeah, well, you're definitely gonna need a bigger size, but you know what? It might look good on you.
Ah, thank you.
I think Bonnie might have just ordered it. I think I heard him down there. I think he paid for overnight delivery too, so you're gonna see that tomorrow.
Tapping on his phone, we just zoom in on him. But now we're seeing Super and then Ravish and Rick.
We got
he make a ravishing performance here today.
Well, I certainly hope so, and I've been waiting to say this. Change your name to Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, because that'll just be fun for anybody who has to type that out.
I was going to say it wouldn't be fun for the people that would have to type that out. Rest in peace.
People in production are going, darn you, Logan!
And then just, you know why we haven't had names up yet? Because we're still typing it out. But man, I'm really excited. 200cc Baby Park, 7 laps of going in a circle. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
You don't really have to focus about coins. You got to just focus about controlling the speed of your cart. Grab a baby character even as well.
Yeah.
And if you're able to grab that baby character, it makes it a lot easier to drive. You're just trying to not hit the walls. Because 150 to 200 is like, it should be 150 to 250 in my opinion because of how much faster it actually is.
You know what? If you don't go fast, you're just going slow. And the name of the game is Fast and Family. Well, oh, no, sorry, that's the wrong movie. All right, I hate this. I hate this map. Here, you take it.
All right, I'll take it.
Come on,
It's the map for babies, but right now we are trying to see who's going to be able to make a man out of themselves. And Vinny going to get hit by the first green. The first shot has been fired. War has been declared, and Chibi Chan going to be able to grab that green shell and trail another competitor.
And it's all about staying in front and using your items, because this is just an items fiesta forever.
Oh, able to use that green shell, snipes the competitor that really right in front of him, feeling down super. And now Chibi Chan going to be able to turn these corners. Remember, you want to go through the grass. You're able to go through the grass. It's so much faster, and it just lines you up so much easier. But Chibi Chan going to be holding on for dear life. Blue shell on the way, which honestly at this point they got to just keep getting top 2. And now David here in third place. Not David. This is Ravish and Rick still trailing all the way behind. Going to this final section, it's looking like their time is going to end unless there's a miracle. Vinny taking over first, moving on to semifinals. And Chibi Chan also moving on to semifinals.
That whole map is a choke point. It's just a choke point for items. So if you get if you get triple reds, let's talk about what triple reds could do when there's only 3 competitors on a small map like that. You're gonna be moving on. There's not a lot of skill involved in that map.
It's not, you know, like when the best thing you can do on 200cc and in general is just going through the shortest grass section known to man. What more is there to it? And I always like to say that we are getting on who is in the bubble and who is now getting their bubble popped. This is your top 24 competitors. If you see your name, you've made it into semifinals. Congratulations.
Yeah, give yourself a round of applause, a pat on the back, and you know what? Give yourself a little cherry on top of your sundae.
There you go.
You
know
deserve
what?
it.
You can buy actually a chocolate chip cookie in about 30 minutes once that food gets right back up and serving. So get yourself a chocolate chip cookie if you did make it in semifinals so far. That means you have 6 more races to go. 6 more with map picks. Whoever gets first place also gets a map ban for grand finals. So that's going to be a fun one.
It is. And remember, if you take a win in the semis, you get to ban a map, baby. And you know what? Here's the thing. They never ban the maps that I think that they're like. I feel like they ban the same maps and they don't strategically at all. Emery, that's the one time I've seen them ban her favorite map that she has, believe a record down here. But most of the time they just ban maps that I feel like they just don't want to play.
Yeah, you really think you know a Mario Kart racer until you try to predict what map they're going to ban.
Right.
But right now we have our first semifinalist. This is going to be Bobby, Jaguars, Immortal, Sloppy Gunner, Knight, Ankles, Morzilla, Little Bit Psycho, Bio Likes T-Cats, Bradude, Elevid, and Chibi Chan. If you heard your name, get lined up, get on the stage, get ready to go, and get racing.
Oh, I just got it. There's a T-Cats down here, and Theo likes
that's
T-Cats.
what I said. It was the full circle.
Oh, I thought I read that on the back of my my social studies book. Sorry, I didn't get it.
You weren't studying anything, clearly not getting the full circle. But, that's what I was referencing before, but it's going to be an absolute fast-paced, action-packed. Remember, I like to say, Qualifiers are a 10, and now you're going to 100 difficulty. Semifinals, top 6 moves forward right after this quick commercial break. Please stick with us for the best Mario Kart tournament in town.
Doing a special giveaway. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're giving away an incredible HyperX package. I'm talking about a HyperX hat and shirt. You're gonna walk away with some beautiful headphones, a mouse mat, keyboard, and mouse. This is like around $300 worth of value, and we're giving it away to you. Here's how you can enter. To join, you must first be subscribed to the username taken channel. For an additional entry, each video that you comment on and like gives you a new chance to win. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will randomly pick a winner from the comments. The winner gets a HyperX package. The winner will be told in a YouTube comment and must reply within 48 hours. For more details, visit YouTube's contest policies.
Growing up, I always wanted to do so many things.
I wanted to be a vet.
I wanted to be an actor.
When I was really little, I don't know why, but I wanted to be a pastor. When I was like a small child.
I wanted to be a celebrity by any means necessary.
This is Spike Drop Vegas Heist.
These players are playing for a lot of money today.
I'm only here for 2 feet. I don't really care about any other place.
Can't even comprehend what is going on, but I like it.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your man, Oski Chip, and I'm here at the HyperX Arena, so excited to introduce you to our brand new chair partner, Eureka Ergonomic. Right here, you can see the Python 2, more traditional gaming chair. The thing that stands out to me, of course, is this beautiful material that they created with, super easy to clean. And then on top of that, this movable platform that gives you your lower lumbar support is so adjustable, it moves, meets you exactly where you're at for all those clutch moments. We also have the Typhoon Hybrid model, which is amazing. It is so adjustable, everything from the head to the lower lumbar supports, just a way that you're able to even move the seating area forward and backward for people that want to put their legs out further in front of them. Truly an amazing piece of smart furniture with an ergonomic S-curve that is unparalleled in the industry. Now, I could talk about these chairs all day, but what you can do is go to our landing page on eurekaergonomic.com to get your hands on these chairs yourself. That's all from me. Peace.
here we are back for some Mario Kart action. We are now getting into the nitty-gritty, which is to be the semi-finals. And now these competitors have fought, they have battled, and now they are 1 inch closer of getting paid out.
And it is a game of inches, literally. It's not a game of miles because it's not F1 racing, kid. Mr. Funk.
Funky Pidgey, I like that. That's the character that needs to be in the next Mario Kart game. I've always said, you know what, Nintendo Kart is where it's at, and that's where we gotta be. And I will take that character any day of the week.
And you know what, I will take as my character, Funky Kong, every day of the week as well.
Mr. Funk. Oh.
You know what? It's my middle name.
And you know what? There you go. Logan's Funk Summit. That's tough to say.
You know what? It doesn't roll off the tongue, but that's a badass kid, okay?
There you go. There you go. Oh, man. I am excited to see, though, where we're going to go with these 6 tracks. Now you're going to be able to pick your tracks.
Pick your track.
You're not at the mercy of randomizer, and we're going to be seeing maybe a little bit more precise track picks now that these competitive players have a little bit more feel. Maybe they've seen a track that they like during qualifiers. They might repick it, but remember, the one rule is that you're not able to repick a track once it gets chosen. So just remember that.
One and done. So and don't be silly and try to pick a track that's already been picked because you're gonna miss your track.
Yeah, and then you get penalized. Actually, the one time, it's only happened like a couple times, and the first time it ever happened, it was with one of our top tier competitors, Sneaks.
No.
And actually, I truly do believe, I don't think it was, he unintentionally repicked the track. He didn't realize, and he got penalized. He still made it through, but it was the funniest thing. We were dying because it's someone who knows the rules and still did it unintentionally. It was crazy.
That's heartbreaking, you know, even from your perspective, right?
Oh, Oliver's going to be able to choose Bobby's track for her. Pick something good, Oliver. I'm watching. He said, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Oliver, pick Excite Bike. I love that one.
Oh, there you go. Now, 2 people.
Excite Bike, please. Thank you. You know, I like it when we just can call out what maps we want.
Bobby was looking at, laughing because that's his favorite lounge track, isn't it, buddy?
Is he playing another game right now?
He is. He's got, what is it? Is that a Nintendo Switch Lite?
No, I think that's Soldier. Is that Soldier Boy's console over there?
That has to be, right? I don't even know.
I think that's Soldier Boy's console.
Oh, no. Slow it down.
Oh, so close, Oliver. Oliver, we are so close.
For the second time tonight, we're going to Logan Summit.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, well, at least the track ends fast. That's the best part.
It's very true to life.
You know, that's just how it be. And you know what? It's gonna be fun. The gap cut is always fun to see who's gonna be able to make it or break it, and who's gonna fall down and have Lakitu save them. But we are off onto the first race of 6 instead of 4. 6 races. We're going on.
And I always want to give us less races, but you know what? More is better. Now this half pipe. More is better. I love it when competitors use it as a real half pipe, but it does get a little wonky up there. When we get into the moguls down here, that's one of the most fun parts about the map, but the easiest place to go is that straight and narrow. Do you often, when you're in those moguls, do you try to hit the other speed boxes, or do you just go straight?
I mean, sometimes the best way you want to do is you want to go on that left side, being able to go through that single item box. But if you want to, you can go on that jump, which isn't a bad thing. But if you go on the left side, you're able to grab that boost and then go right through an item box and be able to go through that snow section. It's just a way faster line in general. But it's not a bad thing if you're trying to grab some more items or if you're going a little bit back, like you see at night, you can throw that red shell forward. Right there off the half pipe into the double. That's where you want to be. And then guess what? You're going to be able to go through that snow section, keeping the tight slate hot.
And that was a very Sean White maneuver off of that half pipe, making it look easy. And if you've ever played one of these half pipes in Mario Kart, you know. Oh, bro, dude.
Held on to the drift a little bit too long, and then guess what? Just insult to injury, a red shell's gonna make it all better.
Sad faces all around. But yeah, if you use that half pipe the way it's supposed to, man, that's just a good maneuver to get over to that left lane.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of great boosts, right? You see it, you'll be able to do a little hop, then grab a great boost, and then be able to just get around the competition that much easier. But sometimes, especially that ending half pipe, you're going to be seeing a lot of tomfoolery happening. And it's not a good time.
You know what? This is my favorite Tom, though.
And it is. Foolery, yeah, you know what? It doesn't get better than that. Only if Zeus has something to say about it. Shot comes down. That's going to be an absolute battle for the cut. They're going to be able to float. They both make it, and he slows down before the blue shell explosion.
And we've talked about it, that patience needs to be performed in this game. Being able to hit the brake button when this is a racing game, that's hard, and it's bad news bears sometimes. But that time, it worked out.
It really did, and Jackie Moore's going to be able to grab first, Eagles in second, Immortal in third. But my goodness, if they were hit by that blue shell explosion, they wouldn't have grabbed first place. It would have been done.
He broke just enough for a blue. I break for blue shells. Give me a bumper sticker, please. Give me a bumper sticker. We're going to need that.
You know what's crazy? A lot of competitors, like if you were just driving and someone knew Mario Kart, they're like, why would you do that?
Yeah, right? They'd be like, but you don't break. I air horn for
Blue Shells? No, I break for Blue Shells is so much better. Unironically, where's the custom sticker generator, bro? I am trying to get that made.
I feel like now we could probably get these made by the end of the broadcast.
Truly,
you know?
Truly. I just got to find that website that's going to be able to make me some stickers like that. That's such a fire line. But we are going to the one track that I've been waiting for the entire night. What made the Mario Kart Championship do or die situation, which allowed Luckyo to win it all, taking the crown away from Kevo
Earlier today.
They were in San Francisco. Batter Cookie, Kevo, Bagel, all of these top-tier competitors duking it out, and it literally came down to the final few seconds where both of the competitors, Kevo and Luckyo was down by 2 points in the final race. It was able to get 4 extra points on top of Kevo and win it all. It was absolutely insane. Congratulations to Luckyo, by the way, man. It was absolutely insane because Kevo actually panicked and tilted out a little bit. So did Luckyo. So it was literally both of them duking it out. Kevo in 12th and Luckyo in 10th. And that was the game-changing difference. It was crazy. But to get back to Saturday Night Speedway, we are on Little Bit Psycho, who ran right into that swamp.
No. Stay away from the swamps.
And
then hits that banana, almost falls off. And you know what? Third time's a charm. Fourth time is just devious.
But the thing is, the cool thing, I like Sinestro because there's a lot of coins. So you're able to just say, second lap, take this as a reset, go for these coins, go wide right there, and grab coins to get yourself back up to 10, and then on the third lap, catch back up. That's the cool thing about Sinestro.
Now that last jump, if you don't have a mushroom, but you have 10 coins and you trick over it, will you make it? You will not. No?
No, you can kind of trick off of it, go off to the right side, but it really doesn't give you much. It doesn't change much. So if you're just going right and get around the swamp, that's where you want to go. But Angel's going to be able to show who is boss to that swamp. First right through it, chains. Oh! Only grabs a single item. Didn't chain it correctly. They're only going to have a mushroom, and now they're going to be able to grab that double item box. That's going to be a Firefly. We're going to spare it forward. Won't land a single hit. Jaguars grabs first.
I feel like we're talking to a wall right now.
That is great.
We have
to throw 10 fireballs and they all miss.
It's like watching me play Call of Duty, okay?
True. Wow, it literally just hopped over him. Like, you can't make this up. This is why you want to wait and just go boop, boop, boop. You know, like the Danny DeVito meme when he's playing Mario Kart, you kind of want to go like that, you know, throw out those items slowly so you're able to at least hit something in front of you.
Look, I know that there's no real aim with those things, but there is a method behind the madness, and the method isn't just going, ah!
No, that's not. We're not playing Fortnite. We don't got the double mini Uzis. We are playing Mario Kart. We're playing a game where you have to use your items strategically, not just aim for the heavens.
And those new Uzis are magical, by the way.
Crazy.
If you haven't checked out the new season of Fortnite, the Marvel stuff is way too OP, but it's a lot of fun to play with.
It's already got nerfed, so they're bringing it back. They're rolling it back.
Nerfed it, okay, because that Captain America shield is
crazy. It's so dumb.
Crazy.
I literally dropped one time, and it was me and my friend were playing duos, right? I had a full set loadout right off the bat. And then I went against the Captain America shield and I lost. My friend's like, bro, what are you? I'm telling you. I was like, bro, I'm telling you, it's broken. I cannot kill him. I'm sorry.
There'll be a clip coming out about that coming up.
I'm looking forward to that.
Definitely check that as we check in with Ankles, taking the blight out of their competitor with that red shell.
And we're going to River Road, which is actually very, very fun.
Love this.
Great shortcuts, great battling, and the track in general is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's also another S-tier track at my Mario Kart list. It's just super fun. But we're going to be seeing Mozilla grabbing a single item box. I would have backed those bananas, especially when you're in third. You're going to back them anyways. Not going through the shortcut, back your items. I guess it's not a bad decision, but not the best, especially with how strong that ending shortcut is.
Well, that's the only problem with this map is that ending shortcut is make or break. It's so strong.
Oh, Jaguar's able to dodge with the Piranha Plate.
Nice.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. Eating an all-you-can-eat buffet here in Las Vegas, whichever ones are left open. And now into a star in hand. What a monumental moment for Jaguars. Let's see who's going to be able to bring it home. And honestly, going into that third lap.
And he just said, feed me, Seymour. Oh. Now we've got 2 red shells, and you know what? Bullet Bill's gonna come by and just make you cry a little bit, knocking you off the map and sending you all the way back to 10th place.
And then they get a Bullet Bill of their own. Let's see if they're gonna be able to utilize it, knock some other competitors off the track as well. But right now, Bio should have gone through and gotten an item. You can actually do that, turn yourself into that shortcut. Not a bad play, but really utilize everything at your disposal as the blue shell is going to land. A Mortal here in third place, gonna be able to grab that double item box. Arrow horn in hand, see the competitor right behind him. Gonna hold on to it though. Holding it for defense at this point. Runs right through that shortcut. Has to not go for that second shortcut. Spams out the air horn, spams out the firefly. It's not gonna be enough. Not gonna grab the air horn. No! He misses the air horn. Grabs an SMT into second place.
Wow, and we see a little emotion out of Immortal there towards the end.
Wow.
He flipped off those headphones very quickly. Look at him.
Wow.
Look at him. He's got some things to say down there.
I hear him on the stage right now.
Get fired up, Bobby. Get fired up.
There we go.
I mean Immortal. Sorry, I called you Bobby. Bye.
Is that the Desert Dogs lacrosse team jersey?
Is it?
Immortal?
I love some lax. I played lacrosse in college.
Really?
I did.
I only had a friend who played lacrosse, and I only got into it because of Teen Wolf. Fun facts. The TV show. Yeah,
I was going to say, because he played basketball in the 1980s when I watched Teen Wolf.
Yes, the Teen Wolf TV show that was on MTV. It was a great show. I still highly recommend it.
Talking about Teen Wolf 1 with, well...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The worst one.
Michael J. Fox, and then Teen Wolf 2 with Jason Bateman, but you're talking about a TV show on MTV?
Yes. It's so good. I'm telling you, it's great.
All right, whatever, man.
It's great. Maybe not as good as the original, but it is great. As we go to everyone's favorite lounge track, and honestly, there was actually statistics that came out in the ranked Mario Kart Discord that Excite Bike is still the #1 picked track on the ranked Mario Kart Discord, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's just because they just want to follow me.
Yeah, you know what? It's not a bad track at all.
It's a great track.
But it is extremely overplayed, especially for these competitors who do go on that Discord and play lounge. They see it way too often.
So we see a lot of competitors bagging right now. Yeah. This is one of those tracks where it actually can work out for you. However, I'm a fan of just tricking over everything and staying out of the mud.
Yeah, honestly, it's not a bad decision being able to grab these power items and then grab 10 points. If you're going to go back and back, the 10 points is one of the key essential things that these players are aiming for, and grabbing these power items, you're going to want to go through the off-road and to potentially dodge shock, and Bio cannot dodge the green. Sideswiping them and not grabbing these bananas soon enough. They could have used those 5 seconds ago.
I mean, can you dodge a wrench? Well, you can't dodge that green shell. And we're looking at Elevate, who's got 3 green shells to their name right now. And it is so important to trick over all of these bumps, humps, and jumps here in Excite Bike because they make you go faster and they also make you look cool.
It really does. You know what? And honestly, if you're able to time trial this track, you're going to be able to do some really cool techniques that'll launch you even farther off those boost panels, doing some mini turbos into those boost panels and being able to trick into even farther than just going off the ramp normally. But like you're seeing ankles here, you don't even need to do those tracks to try and catch back up. But it's always something to look at. It's really cool to see how in-depth some of these tracks can be to do all the strategies to be the fastest you can be. But Immortal is going to hold on to the bunch. Can't go through the shortcut, gets hit by the red, has to use it through the double item box, has the invincibility frames to avoid that second red. What an actual miracle. Pops the air horn, takes out another competitor, and now it's going to be Bobby going through the last turn. Will he be able to hold on? It looks like it. Got a lead, got some items, and has a first place finish.
Bobby Digital getting it done, finishing in first place. Coming in second, Immortal, and Jackie Juarez rounding out the top 3.
My goodness.
I love that map, man. That is just such a fun map.
It's always eventful. It's always fun to watch. You see the comeback mechanics. It's just all there in one nice bundle.
And everybody loves member berries, aka nostalgia.
I remember too. Oh, man. It's always a good time to think about the better gaming days. When you didn't have to buy $40 DLCs.
You know, there's such a problem with being an adult and being a kid is when you're a kid, you have all the time in the world to play video games, and when you're with no money to buy them, and when you're an adult, you have none of the time to play them and all the money to purchase them.
Well, until they go up to $80. But
no. All right, Destiny. Destiny 2, every time that game came out, it was like $186.
With all the DLC and everything, and guess what? It didn't work out for them in the end, now did it? Sorry, Bungie. Sorry, Bungie. But it's so true, especially like, man, I always think about it because when I was, getting the free trials on Game Pass, I just see all those games, and I'm like, man, I want to play all these games I never got to play when I was a kid, but I have zero time to play all of these Game Pass games.
I just don't know how I'm going to fit Star Wars Outlaws into my life.
You don't.
I mean, do I have to quit Adult Friend Finder? I might have to.
I don't think you even, you do that and not play Outlaws. That game does not look good. Please. Please. Dude, save yourself and save EA $70 and make them learn a lesson. Please. I am begging you. Oh my God. But right now we are currently seeing Knight. We haven't seen that much. Going forward there, Banana trying to snipe out the competition in front of him. Jimmy Chan.
Oh no!
That's gonna run right into one of those bananas that Knight probably threw out.
That was a really well-placed banana. I mean, there's nowhere to go. If you put that bad boy in the middle of the track, right there on that slim little piece of fairway that you got, you're gonna make somebody slip, trip, and regret their dip.
Absolutely. It's just really, really cool to see that, hey, you know what section to put an item. You're going to make sure that someone runs into it. And right now, Ankles, who did a great awareness play there, being able to slow down and not get hit by an item and then go through the item box with the buttons that they had. You're going to see Mozilla over here in 10th place. Grabs the single item box. That's going to be a star into the double. Let's see if they're going to be able to bring it back. Haven't seen much of them either.
Bringing it back to, well, those roller tires. Once again, see how much more speed you're getting off of those. And if you haven't listened to my main man Vinci about the roller tires, if you're watching this and you're seeing the difference that it makes, yeah, it's not just lip service.
It genuinely gives you more chances of mini turbo, and that's at the end of the day what this game is about. You're just going to be able to drift the mini turbo at the best way possible. Shaq's going to get flashed into the lava. Red Shell says, hey, have a good trip. See you next time.
Na. Hey. Goodbye.
As we see Jackie, Immortal on the screen right now in second place, gonna throw that red shell forward, trying to go for another one, and they do grab it. Maybe they have the opportunity to take over first place. Only time will tell. Throws the red shell once more, but it won't be enough to make them catch back up. Bobby, once again, running the pack.
Bobby Digital immediately putting down the gaming controller and picking up a portable gaming console.
Gen Z and their attention span these days. Am I right?
Yo, don't bring me into this.
You should know the best.
They will beat me up on my way to the car. Okay, I don't.
With their portable consoles, they'll take out your kneecaps.
Those things are heavy.
They are.
And my knees can't take it.
You don't need that kind of pain, do you?
Yeah, my hips don't lie, and they're starting to hurt a little bit.
And they will hurt a lot more once you bring up Gen Z's attention span. But you know what? It be like that. I really do actually wonder what console Bobby is playing there. But still,
I think it's Soulja Boy's console. I wasn't joking about it. There's like 215 games built into it, and they're all games you've never heard of.
It might be illegal if you have heard of them.
It's kind of like if you've ever played one of the Olympics games, one of the Olympics video games that they actually played in the Olympics. Yes. I don't want to be your friend, because where do you even find those games?
You don't. You had to search the depths of everything.
They don't even exist. You can't go into a store and buy any of those games that how did those people get picked? How did they practice? I have so many questions in 4 years to get answers.
Yep, and we'll get that answer in 4 years when they never do. Because my goodness, I don't even know. Especially when I watch the video breaking them all down, they're like, this game has a single review and it says it sucks. But it got picked to play in the Olympics. But right now, we are going to the Shy Guy without the, guess what, front set.
We're all going backwards.
And honestly, what's crazy about this track, and I'm always talking about it, I'm shocked that they never patched in that this track goes to nighttime. It's a sunset track, and in the previous game that it was in, it goes to sunset, and it goes to nighttime. But in this game, that has more technology than 10 of those consoles, it doesn't go to nighttime. Why not? I'm always about the aesthetics, though. I'm not bad.
You know, I mean, you first, when you talk about these maps, the first thing that you talk about is how beautiful they look or they don't.
Yeah, it's just truly Mario Kart being one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen on the Switch. It's just one of those things where I just want all of these tracks to be at their maximum potential. Ankles, though, going to get shot into the item box. Doesn't get to throw the blue shell before the shot happens, and Immortal going to have a really big surprise to absolutely pop it eventually. No! They don't get to a too long double shot coming out. Immortal getting visually frustrated. And now we're going to be seeing Bobby here in 7th place. Has a mushroom, pops it to the side, has the coin, gets up to 10, and beautiful drift into the off-road. There you go.
And just like that, Bobby goes from 6th to 3rd, and he is using that forever mushroom to their advantage. We've talked about how that shroom isn't one of the better items on the board, but it just worked out for Bobby.
Yeah, if there's a lot of off-road, it's going to work out for you, but if there's not, it really doesn't do much for you. He threw that red, and I do not know where it went. I thought he was going to hit himself with it, which would have been hilarious. Yeah. But Jackie Moore's going to be able to do a funny move and take over 2nd place. Ankles in 1st. Blue shell doesn't even matter. Passes the finish line before it hits, and that's going to be Jaguars in 2nd and Bobby in 3rd.
Blue shell don't care, doesn't matter. A little bit too late to the party. Better late than never, but still you got to get it in there before the finish line hits. And boom, shalak, lock, boom. All right now, it's getting, like you said, to that nitty grit. And the competitors can feel it, the tension here. It gets a little bit tougher. The electricity, you can feel it as we get closer to those grand finals and everybody getting into the money.
There you go, you'll like this one.
No, it's Stan Van Grumpy to you, sir.
Oh, there you go. And we're going to be getting into the highlights of this one. A little bit psycho. Unfortunately, just having the worst luck possible on Sinesbo, which is just a brutal battle there. And then we got Immortal throwing that green shell forward. They didn't get hit by it. They got hit by that air horn, and they're able to survive. And then Jackie Warriors getting sideswiped by that red shell into the lava. You know what? That just goes to show you can't escape the Vegas heat. But Immortal's going to get shocked there and lose the bullet bill.
Yeah, you know, Ankles definitely showed everybody what they were made of in this map. Beating out that blue shell. I want to know, did any of those... All right, what game are you playing? He's playing Mario Kart.
Mario DS. Is this, what? Is this like a PS Vita modded? Oh, it's an Android device. That's crazy. Wow. I can count the pixels on the screen right now.
I actually can see the pixels. It's a Nintendo DS game played on another portable console. How ironic.
And we're going to be seeing a little bit of peak gameplay here. Yeah, you play it backwards, buddy. You try to play it backwards. Hold on, we're going to show the audience. No, where are you going?
He gave a thumbs down before he left.
That's
Security!
Rude. That's rude.
Close the door.
Barging into the streamer booth to give us a thumbs down. How rude.
Yeah, I know. He was like, eh.
But yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. It's just literally an Android device that looks like a PS Vita that plays Mario Kart DS. We got scores, though, from this semifinals. Look at this. Our top 6 racers are going to be Bobby, Immortal, Jackie Wars, Ankles, Morzilla, and Sloppy Gunner Knight. Not making it by 3 points. Elevate, Bio Likes Cats, Brudu, Little Bit Psycho, and Chibi Chan's Knight will end here. But still, give yourself a pat on the back. Make it in the semifinals. It was a battle in qualifiers, and being able to make it to semis is just one step closer of getting paid out. It all comes down to practice and knowing what you got to do and correcting your mistakes for not next week, but the week after, because we won't be here next week.
We will not. We're going to be taking a little bit of time. You know what? Maybe you should go get a facial with me. And you can take me to the gym and teach me how to use the weights.
There you go. I'll take you up on that. You know what? You fix my sunburn, and I'll fix the arms. You know what?
There you go. I'll take care of. I'll teach you how to moisturize, young man.
Thank you. Oh, but we got semifinals racers on deck. Number 2, Emery, Aeropostale, Sir 9, Kiro, Zavgo, Bonnie, Taco Cat, David, lay it down the law. Free Dizzle, Vinny, and Super TF55. If you heard your name, you better be. Oh, they're already on the stage.
Yeah,
they're already going.
Yeah, you don't have to tell them.
They're trained professionals.
They're lining up. We've got a stacked front 6 here. I'm interested, and I'm not taking anything away from Taco Cat or Free Dizzle or Vinny, David or the Law or Super for that matter. But Emery, the #1 player in the rankings here at the HyperX Arena. That's right. Each and every single week, our good friend Oliver sits down with the Abacus and he figures out who is the fairest of them all. And right now, that is Emery.
And honestly, it's really, really cool to be able to have these stats back and have something that you're also looking forward to. Hopefully, one of these days we'll be able to add an additional incentive maybe for how you place. You know what? Doing little seasonal rankings. That would be kind of cool. But it is really, really, really fun to have something. Because I remember when I first started out playing Mario Kart and going to Saturday Night Speedway, it was really fun to see rankings and then seeing yourself gradually improve, especially when you know you've been practicing and doing better every week. Seeing that number go up, it's like a little bit of a self-confidence boost.
Motivational as well, right? I mean, we always say if you don't look behind you, you're not going to see where you're going forward, right? But, being able to see that there is somewhere to go to and there's a ladder to climb and there's somebody up there and you want to knock them off their perch, and that's called competition, kids.
It does. It is. It is one of those things that makes it really fun. You know what? Being able to say, hey, I took over this spot. I've been putting the time in. And it goes to show that you are able to be some of the top-ranked racers here in the best spot in town.
Well, do you know why Oliver came up with that whole thing? And you know why he wanted to do it? Because there wasn't enough Super Mario Kart trash talking, he said. There wasn't enough trash talking between the competitors. He figured if he put numbers on their back, watch out now.
Literally numbers on their back. I mean, it's kind of funny because you have like competitors like Bobby and such that are like, yeah, whatever ranking. I'm just here to win. I don't care. And you're playing Mario Kart DS while he's waiting for the races to start. Yeah, exactly. You got something, but then you have other competitors where like it truly does mean a lot being able to have that number, seeing it yourself work your way up the leaderboard, especially with these competitors who have been, you know what, you've been chasing them down, trying to beat them out, trying to get them eliminated in these semifinal rounds. It's really, really fun. I enjoy seeing the stats change every single week, and I'm not even competing.
Exactly, and you know what? These competitors love coming in and being able to take a look at the board as they walk in, and then walk up to their closest compadres that they know from here in Mario Kart and talk mad trash in their face because I'm number 6 and you're number 8.
It's great. I love it. The friendly banter. It's banter.
It's banter, and we love banter.
Yes, we do. We do. It's just really, really cool. I really do appreciate Oliver for putting that together and making it happen once again because I feel like it's just a little something that adds a little bit of flavor and spice and everything nice.
Bam!
Into every single week. And even Fortnite, he even made a whole Fortnite ranking system now. So every single Friday night, we have Friday frags, which is $1,500 on the board.
Somebody
trying
get
to be
that man. Somebody get that man a hobby.
True.
Okay, for real. He's like, you know what? You all need rankings. Next thing you know, we're gonna come in here and he's gonna have caster rankings. It's like, I was bored today.
You know what? You drop down and you go up. That's funny. I really do appreciate it though, because even like you know, the Smash scene has their rankings.
Yep.
Now Friday Frags has their ranking every single Friday. The $1,500 top 15 gets paid out. Not next week, but the week after is going to be duo Fortnite builds. So you're going to be able to play with a friend and try and get yourself some money.
I can't see Oliver. He's over there. Okay, because wait till he has to do the Mahjong rankings. We're going competitive with Mahjong here at the HyperX Arena. Wait till he has to do the rankings for that. Literally breaking out the abacus at that point.
You know what we have to do? We really still have to do the why am I blanking on this right now? We were talking about doing it before. You gotta poke.
I want to help you.
Poke the bricks. You place the bricks. Why can't I think about the game? The bricks and then it falls over. Come on.
Oh, Jenga?
Jenga.
He was about to say Minecraft. I swear. He was gonna say Minecraft. I could see it. I could see it.
Logan. Minecraft Hunger Games. Come on.
Dude, I will take Old Dirty Logan. I will take that. I will take that.
Oh, the ghost face.
I will.
Is that saying I'm pale? Is that what you're saying?
Dang, because Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to mess with.
It is not.
No.
Nope, not at all. But what's not to be messed with are these competitors who are getting locked, loaded, and otherwise, but we are currently having a little bit of technical issues. That's the fun part about all these wonderful machineries that always want to work.
So we're taking a technical timeout. Do you know what technical timeout is happening on Wednesday night?
No.
That is the name of my brand new show, Technical Timeout with Logan Summit, and it debuts Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can check it out on a bunch of different platforms, and especially on the Ultimate Endgamers Twitch and YouTube channel. When I know more, we'll get you the Hulu and the Roku. Are we racing, gentlemen? Because you're not going fast.
We got to get some of these competitors to race with what we saw. Aussie has a challenge up in the hype tunnel. I don't know if we're still doing it, but that would actually be hilarious. Come on, Bonnie versus Cernag. Let's go. While we wait for the technical issues, we got to run that. I am not even joking. But I am super, super duper excited. We're currently looking fresh, looking amazing. Free Dizzle, why did you break it?
Free Dizzle.
Why did you break it, Free Dizzle?
I blame you.
He's not even listening to us. He says, I am not going to be accused for what you're saying.
Yeah, he goes, you know what production, come back to me. He just essentially did this.
Essentially.
Essentially, that's what happened. I saw it all up. It's all up here.
It really is. And everything is going to be going down there as they get that set up and get Mario Kart booted up. So we're going to be getting into 6 more races.
All right, so here's a question. I know what your answer is going to be, but let's talk about it for a second. Team Crash against Mario Kart.
Ooh.
Which is better?
Ooh. I hate to break it to you. I do believe that Crash Team Racing, at its core, was a better racing game. Guess what? You know what?
Are they riding down there yet?
No, not yet. But I truly do believe. I mean, just one, they fixed the weight class issue. You're able to pick if you want a very drift heavy, not drift heavy, or speed vehicle. Call it a day. I do not like weight classes in Mario Kart. It's very, very unfun. I like seeing different characters on the racetrack, which is the most diverse meta we've had so far right now. But it's still really, really cool that Crash Team Racing got it fixed. And I wonder if Mario Kart might adapt that for the next game, or will they keep the weight classes?
Well, if they don't, then you're not as intelligent as we thought you were.
And guess what? Crash Team Racing had a campaign mode, unlike some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe games we know.
That's right, there was a campaign mode.
There was, and it's pretty fun. It's not anything special. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's not like a COD campaign where you're like, I have to play this.
Yeah, it really was just, you're doing this, you know, you're racing.
Yeah.
You're racing, and then you're racing again, then you're racing again. But then they had some special segments, some special power-ups, yada, yada, yada. And the Mario Kart used to have something equivalent to that, but they haven't brought it back. So I really do hope, with all the time of the 10 years that they've had with Mario Kart 8, they better be bringing all of everything for the next game.
You would think, because they've had 10 years, but let me bring you back to a moment in time a few years ago where another game had 10 years, a little game called Halo.
Wow.
And we were waiting for them to come out with the best battle royal on the planet because they had 10 years to do it. And what did they do? Drop the ball.
Well, they added their own type of battle royale, you know.
Don't reinvent the wheel. Look, Fortnite inadvertently created the battle royal that we've all come to know and love.
And you can play Master Chief in Fortnite. There you go. There you go. That fixes it all up.
You can also play Master Chief in Rainbow Six Siege, but that's just from me to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that, actually. But did you? Yeah, that new Rainbow Six Siege operator is definitely going to be quite interesting once that comes out. That's interesting. I don't know if you've seen it, but
yes, and by interesting he means.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to say the least, definitely. But we are going to finally begin into the first race of the day, serving it up Gary's way, which just means it's the first race of the semifinals number 2.
Semifinals 2, baby!
And we're going to TikTok o'clock, which is the equivalent of Bobby's attention span when he goes on to TikTok for 5 hours a day. But it's still a very fun track. It's one of Bonnie's main tracks because there is a thing called a 6v6 scene in Mario Kart, and when that happens and when that is going on in Free Dizzle's pod, unfortunately, the audio not working there. 6v6, you're not able to pick another track in 12 races, and Bonnie said, I'm picking TikTok clock and no one's gonna stop me, and it got repicked, and we almost lost the entire series, which was so hilarious. So let's see if Bonnie's gonna be able to bring it all home for the memes. Currently going to the second lap, Taco Cat here in second.
As we check in on him, you know what, Taco Cat needs, we haven't said his name a lot today, so they need to start picking it up, getting locked in, and making it happen. They've got the shrooms, they're gonna flow 1, flow 2, and they're gonna get hit by those fireballs that no one's been actually hitting anybody with today.
Almost hits the pendulum as well, sending him almost off the track. The lock on the Funky Kong, gonna be able to pop that star. Remember, you wanna grab those coins, get up to 10 coins, and you will be flying. Honestly, even that situation, go right, grab those 2 points.
Yeah.
Every single little bit counts. Give yourself the best opportunity to win this race. Like right there, grabbing those 4 points and getting yourself ready for this final lap. You're just preparing yourself for the final lap.
It's one of the easiest things that you can do in this game is get 10 points, okay?
It really is. So you can just do a little point running, grab them, and then just now start racing again. Right now we're seeing Aeropostale once again 4 points. In 5th place would be up to 5. I mean, it just helps you so much more if you're able to do it. Then get sideswiped by double greens. Almost gets backed off the wall with that same green. And Emery living up to the ranking gets first.
And you'll love to see it as Zavgo gets 2nd place. And rounding out our top 3 is Taco Cat. There we go.
There we go.
Yo, way to be, Taco Cat. You know what? I asked you to do something, and you did it.
There you go.
I love that. Like, I hate it when somebody, gamers will come back and on Twitter or in chat, they'll be like, oh, that caster was all over me. Do better. You don't want me talking trash about you. Play better. It's not my fault.
Exactly. We're here to not play. We're here to trash talk and get down to it. Yeah, that's the fun part. You know what? My heart breaks for any time that someone gets Mario Karted on the stage, but my goodness, it is fun to talk trash about them. I'm
just going to say, the worst things that happen in the video game world are like fresh fruit to us with a dollop of whipped cream and a big cherry on top saying, oh, come talk about me.
It is, and you can't just ignore it. You gotta absorb it and say, oh my God, and talk about it. It's just how it is. That's our job. That's our job. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and you know what? Taco Cat did exactly what you should do. Put your head down, get locked in, and place, right?
Yeah, there you go. And now we're going to Wario's Gold Mine.
I like this map. It's all right.
It's fun. It's, you know, the Wii. It was a lot better on the Wii, and I'm still trying to figure out why and what they changed about it. And I really do need to watch a comparison video because on the Wii it was a lot more fun. I don't know what they did, but it's like it's still like gorgeous. The colors, everything else. Don't get me wrong.
Look at that sun.
It's just like how do they do it? How do they do it?
On a Switch of all consoles as well.
I'm shocked this Switch doesn't explode when you boot up any of these tracks.
And it just stops and goes, no, don't do that. I can't play that game.
And it just explodes in your hands. And I think it's very impressive what they were able to do with the technology that they have and imagining how much, hopefully stronger the next Switch will be and bringing forward the next Mario Kart. I cannot imagine how gorgeous it's going to be.
Oh, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Look, they've got a lot of people with a lot of time, with a lot of expectations that they're going to have to meet. And you know what? Video games these days don't meet expectations very often. So, you know what? The good folks over at Nintendo have the work cut out.
They really do, and I always trust them. They put out some quality titles, and being able to have even more power on their side, you can see that they're very limited by the power that they're able to use, especially with that new Legend of Zelda title. I'm just saying, it does not look, it looks a little bit rough around the edges playing at 20 frames per second, but it's still so gorgeous looking, even when they're getting a little bit penalized for the power that they have.
Yeah, and we're talking about power right now. Kira was sitting invisible. Vinny's got 3 red shells. You know what? He used one for defense, and that's why you have using one for offense. Maybe 2 times a charm. Funky Kong getting done wrong right there.
Look at the mini map and look at the space between fifth and 4th place.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Wow. And Emery's sitting up there in first place.
And Ani's going to be down here in 4th, going to be able to maneuver their way around these bananas. Got triple bananas for defense of their own. But there's that blue shell going through the middle of the track. And now Emery's going to get hit by that blue shell. Doesn't have anything to avoid. It pops the point right after. Gets back up to 10. Shot comes out. Red shell doesn't land. And down is going to be Emery's race to lose. Grabs that double end box. The competitor should have thought about it. Should have been able to plan
Shoulda,
for
woulda,
it.
coulda.
And there goes the air horn. Lands it. Will they be able to land their place in the first? They do. 2 first places for Emery.
How do you make it look so easy over there?
I
mean,
don't know.
come on, right?
You know what? Grabs the most opportune item of all time, air horn. The other competitor trying to fly in, land on top of an air horn, splashes. Done. First place finish for Emery.
I mean, just call it a day. She's got that momentum right now.
She does.
And here's the thing, is I feel like if you play in the second qualifier, you're better off than playing in the first qualifier. For numerous reasons, do I really need to go into them? We've been talking about it all night. You get it. The momentum, you're locked in. You don't have to worry about anything else. We're gonna go from the qualifies, semis into the grand finals with a 5-minute break instead of 45-minute break?
Yeah,
whatever,
truly,
you know?
truly. It is one of those things where you get a little bit more time to reset your mental, get prepared, practice a little bit more on the pods that were set up for you guys. It's very, very nice to see that, you know what, and even sometimes you're seeing that qualifier number 2 might not have, like, I mean, they're playing against some top-tier competitors, but it's still one of those things where you might have an easier split decision in terms of, or, you know, what the competition is looking like in semifinals 1 and semifinals 2, and that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, as we are going to be seeing how the in and out is made at Moo Moo Meadows.
Oh, yo, let's go cow tipping, kids. Don't tip cows, seriously.
Don't do it, unless, never mind.
All right, anybody who's been playing a Kong character today has not necessarily done well with that. I wonder if the law and the other, not Vinny, but David was playing the other Kong character. I wonder if they're going to think about switching it up if they make it into the finals.
I really wonder, because guess what? Vinny's playing extremely well. They're playing it safe. They're not doing anything special. You really, like I said, you don't have to. Almost got sideswiped by that green. Almost gets hit by that green too. But like we're seeing, Vinny is keeping it simple, driving a straight line. At the end of the day, that's all you got to do. Just be able to get around the chaos and get around the action. As the law just got chomped by that Yoshi.
Nice.
From there forward, that red shell. shell and go through the shortcut. Kiro gonna be here in 4th place and runs right into a banana. You do not want that to happen to yourself. You gotta be aware and you gotta be able to react.
I was just gonna say, Kiro making it look easy, doing it with the high Mario Kart IQ and just stomps on a banana.
Yeah, the high Mario Kart IQ looked around about a 20, maybe a 30. And in hindsight, that would have been very obvious that a banana might be there. But now we're seeing Super TF should have popped that star immediately. They'll hold on to it, thinking that it wouldn't bring them through that ending shortcut. But my goodness, those stars last for a lot longer than you realize. Triple Green's right next to Zombo. They're going to have to go wide and avoid it. They can't get back here. If Bonnie wanted to, they could have ended Zombo's whole career. Shot comes down, double dodge, and Ariel gonna be the one in first. Emery in second. Toggle Cat in third.
And that's a good round 3 right there. Emery's still getting a bunch of points for being in second place, so she's going to stay right up there at the top of the leaderboard. Good to see Double A getting back up there. We like to see those wins out of them because you know what? They need to get a final win right here in the HyperX Arena. And boy, the competition just gets a little bit stiffer, doesn't it?
It really does. And like Amumu Meadows is one of those tracks where you're going to be seeing a little bit more of distance between some of these competitors that might be more used to it, might be inward friendly. It's one of those things where you're trying your best to catch up, but because there's not really any shortcuts on that track, it's really whoever can front run the best is going to win that track.
And those front-running tracks, you need to know the difference between tracks that you need to be in front and the tracks that, you know what, you can take some time, maybe even back or bag. But it goes back to that knowledge of the tracks themselves. That's such a big deal in this Mario Kart universe.
And talking about knowledge, we're going to be seeing if Bonnie is going to be able to bring their brain to their favorite track. I know for a fact that they were the one who picked this track. They're going to be going to Singapore Speedway, and I really am looking forward to seeing if Bonnie can live up to the hype of their own favorite track.
You know what? This is a great track. We talked about it earlier, and the fact that Bonnie got the pick in the semis, I mean, anytime you get to pick your favorite track, that is going to be a big bonus for you.
Huge bonus, huge boost in confidence alone because it's where you're comfortable at. It's one of your favorite tracks. You know what's about to happen, especially if you race on it enough, but Singapore Speedway, you do not know what's about to happen other than a bunch of chaos, a bunch of triple greens, and a bunch of fire flowers, bananas, and green shells. Oh my! Taco Cat gonna have to cook themselves up something fast because right now they are looking pretty well done.
Yeah, Vinny holding on to that boomerang a little bit too long. I'm not sure if they've mastered the boomerang technique. Maybe they need to take a vacation down to Australia. But as I say it, that was one heck of a boomerang.
That was being able to hit 3 competitors, 2 with 1 throw, bouncing it off the wall. That's what we're here for, to help you guys out and cast or curse you in the best way possible.
Exactly, right? Thank me afterwards for that. I did that for you.
You really did. He was throwing it just off to the heavens and then just said, he is just not using it well. Bang!
He was like, what did you say? I heard you, bro.
Sir 9 going to be able, wow,
all right,
to be able to avoid that green that just bounced on top, went over their head. Zombo gets back with a green and gets slammed into themselves, like into them by a star. Has a boomerang in hand, going to be able to hold on to it for a little bit longer. 1 more throw to go, trying to line it up perfectly and take the Vinny method and hit 3 competitors with 1 boomerang. Hero here in 10th place, popping the golden mushroom. Really optimal when you have these wider sections and you're trying to go faster. Goes back down on the road, but should have grabbed that item box, avoids the bomb on the road. I felt like that was going to explode, but Sir 9 in 3rd, and the distance between 2nd and 3rd place is a huge, unmountable comeback as Emery throws the banana forward, cannot stop the Von Meister!
Look at that look on Vonnie's face. Vonnie 1st place, Emery coming in 2nd, and was that AAA in 3rd place?
It was. It was.
And double A, excuse me.
Double A, triple A.
I gave him an extra A and some car insurance as well.
You know what? And the better battery because it's you know what? It's a little
AAA battery.
AAA battery, you know, or AAA insurance. You know, whichever road you want to take, it's yours to pick. But really great work from Vonnie, not doing too well on the previous track, and then said, "Hey, I got Singapore, and I love this track, and I love getting first place."
And to get into the finals, one first place finish will get you there.
There you go. It really does. Like 15 points in semifinals will skyrocket you, especially if you're just consistent. If Vonnie keeps on getting, you know what, like 6th place and above, he will be able to make it in the grands, pretty sure, if he's able to just keep it consistent.
Well, consistency is key
to success.
Yeah, literally. You know what? Make a bumper sticker out of that.
Yeah, DJ Khaled has 15,000 of those bumper stickers. I'll tell you that much. As we go back to Ribbon Road. Okay. I enjoy it, but we've been seeing it a lot recently, actually. It's been a very favorable track.
Only 26 maps my man can play. I mean, come on. There's 96 that they built. Although we did see a couple new ones dabbled in.
A little bit.
But we did go to the airport today.
We did.
We did go to the airport.
We went to the airport. We've been to the gold mine, and now we're trying to cash out onto Ribbon Road and seeing who's going to be able to.
Oh, that's not good, Vinny.
No, getting stuck on that off-road, but was able to hop their way out of that situation, which was really well done, though.
Yeah, they had some good knowledge on being able to hop, because sometimes people just get frustrated and they don't hop. Yeah, and they're just like, let me get through this. No, it's a little bit of a hop, skip, and a jump. A little bunny rabbit never hurt anybody.
Really
here's a great shortcut. It's the first of 2. He's not going to be able to miss it. Make it. Super is going to maybe look at that second one, but I don't think they're going to get it. And as Vonnie gets into this last shortcut right here, this is the one. If you've got a mushroom and you're in 3rd place, you're going to be in 1st place.
Let's see if Vonnie's going to be able to use these items like they're supposed to. Sees that Zobno doesn't have an item. Throws that retro forward. Sees the triple green.
Oh, no!
But the banana on the road will be the key of wiping out Vonnie. Bringing him down to 6 is a star. And now throws the boomerang forward. But guess what? That better had invincibility for him. But Vonnie had 2 throws. And you know what they say. 2 throws is better than 1.
Yeah, second time is a charm right there for Vonnie. As we check in with David, still wearing Super Bras hat. Wonder if they're going to...
That spams it out and falls off the track into the bullet bill, tries to save himself, but is already off the track and uses the mushroom on the road to bring him off again. You better be tipping Lakitu well because they are your private valet service.
And you know what? I think David needs to put headphones on because he's listening to us and we're taking him out of his game.
That has to be because other than themselves running themselves off the track, we might be taking them off the game too.
I mean, it happened like 3 times.
Potentially. That is fair. You're not even wrong. But right now, Zobgo's trying to right these wrongs and give themselves a good setup for the final race of semifinals. Up 2 currently Aerial Apostle. Not going for that second shortcut, which is just so good, but still has 2 items for defense. Let's see if they're going to be able to utilize them well. But right now, with the lead that they have, they really don't have anything to worry about. It really doesn't. That blue show is going to take about 18 business days to get here. Aerial Apostle grabs 1st place, and that's going to be Zobgo in 2nd and Emery in 3rd.
And right there, Emery staying in the top 3. Definitely going to make it to the finals right there. Love to see AA doing their due diligence and getting another win. Look, they've been practicing all day. They were watching, obviously, the Super Mario tournament, Mario Kart tournament earlier, but was also playing a little bit. So, you know what? They've been locked in to this game. This is their Saturday, Mario Kart Saturday.
It really is. And it's one of those things where these competitors always look forward to and are always wanting to play, you know what, every single week, wanting to come down here, make their name known, make some money, and try their best to just say, hey, you know what, I wanna be able to compete and beat one of my friends at this game that they've been practicing for so long.
Isn't that what video games are about? Beating your friends into submission?
Maybe. It matters if you're maybe playing WWE, but Mario Kart's a little bit different. That would be kind of crazy, though.
We need to have a WWE tournament here. I want to cast some WWE, bro.
I've never been a big fan of wrestling. Sorry, Air Boom, who's one of our previous competitors. He'd recently got into wrestling, so honestly, I've just never been a fan. I did watch that new movie with Zac Efron, which was very good, The Iron Claw. That was phenomenal. So that got me actually invested in wrestling, which was crazy because I never knew like much about it. I was just like, okay, they're acting.
I was into wrestling, and back when I was in college, it was the early 2000s, and WCW and WWE were going head to head, and one of my friends said, "You could be a wrestling manager." My girlfriend at the time, because Eric Bischoff was on TV, and they're like, "You could do that." My girlfriend at the time goes, "You can't do that," and I went, "Ooh."
Oh.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Watch me. So I became Templeton Peck in ECW and independents all around the country. I traveled from 19 to 23 as a wrestling manager all over this country. And I actually made the top 500 in Pro Wrestling Illustrated one year at 498.
Wow, 498. You know
and that's
what?
out of all the wrestlers in the world. They rank everyone.
Wow.
Yeah, and I made 498. And I technically didn't wrestle. I mean, I did. I got mostly beat up by other women managers, but hey, what are you going to do?
Be a better manager. Come on, that's what we're here for. Don't win.
No, I just need weapons. It's wrestling. I need weapons.
Wrestling. Use some tables. Slam them. But we are going to Water Park and Extreme.
Yes, I love this map.
Extremely fun map. Front runner heavy. It's very, very difficult to come back. Not many shortcuts, but you're going to want to get to that 10 coin top limit as fast as you can, especially when you start off right off the bat, because you can grab 4 coins potentially very, very fast. 2 coins right here, and then working your way around the top path there. But right now, that's where you want to be, trying to get your lead going immediately.
Yeah, this is no lazy river, okay? You need to get in here, you need to get crazy, you need to get your coins, get up to top speed, and...
What number type of crazy?
What number type of crazy?
Yeah.
I'm going with crazy 8s.
Hey!
Oh!
There you go.
Look what I did there.
Hey! Funk Hero is going to be here in 5th place. It gets their mushroom roasted away. They're going to drop all the way down to 10th because you need a mushroom for that carousel shortcut. That's going to hurt them just a little bit, but if they're able to get up to 10 points and use these mushrooms optimally, they will be finding themselves in pretty better spots, but battling it out in this mid-path is just not a good time. Able to avoid those fireflies.
Yeah, the middle of the pack is never where you want to be, especially in this game, because you can get out ahead. By the way, that didn't work out well.
No, that blue shell was not in the middle of the road. It had its eyes set on the Kiro and said, I am taking you out of this race.
That blue shell just did not care. It had them in their eyesight.
Yeah, they had their hands up in the air and they just simply did not care.
Waving them, not like they didn't care though.
Yeah, they definitely said, oh, wow,
yeah,
right upside the head. But Kiro body gonna be able to use that red shell, drag out a competitor, and then guess what? Evens out the playing field unless you were able to dodge this. Looking like Emery was one of those competitors who were able to dodge that shock. Slams and squishes Bonnie going into this 3rd lap. This is going to be an absolute battle. And we're going to see Surnine grabbing that trash, grabbing that single item box, and now going to be able to grab a red shell. Holding it in hand, going to be able to use it for defense. Sees the firefly in front of him. And Apostle turning around this corner, going into the final straightaway of this race. In 2nd place, blue shell not going to land in time. Aerial Apostle grabs it. Emery in 1st. Aeropostale in 2nd. And Kiro bringing it all back, showing the Boo-Hoo's boss, and grabs 3rd place.
The Boo-Hoo's boss? That might be a band name.
Honestly, true.
You know, I'm not going to say
boss?
the Boo-Hoo's boss. It might be a ska band name, but it's a band name nonetheless.
There's got to be a band already named that. Hold on, Boo-Hoo Boss Band.
Please Google that. And while he Googles that, I'm going to let you know that each and every single Saturday, except for next Saturday, we're here live at Saturday Night Speedway at the beautiful HyperX Arena inside the Luxor Hotel and Casino. And if you can't be here, join us at home on Twitch, Allied Esports.
That's the way to do it. Talk to us here in the caster's booth, twitch.tv/Allied Esports. We'll be able to talk to you here as well. But look at that double hit with the boomerang. Aeropostale getting hit by that blue shell, though. Able to avoid that air horn. But then guess what? David says, I have the power of God and anime on my side. But there's the plot twist, and that is a mushroom into the off-road. Aeropostale, though, going to be able to bring us home. And Emery being able to grab that last 1st place. But I will give you a quarter, Logan, if you're able to predict, well, it's not, I guess it's not the same thing, but what is boohoo.com? What is, like, it's just, I'm just gonna look for something what it is.
sanitary napkins and Kleenex.
No, it's actually a fast fashion retailer. You were like on the road.
I'm closer than they are. Their marketing department totally screwed up there.
They really did. They really did. I don't know. Fast fashion. You don't want to cry when you put on your clothes.
Boo-hoo, I look so bad.
But what's not looking bad are these scores that are ready, and the top 6 that are moving forward is going to be Emery with a demanding 79 to 62 point lead, grabbing a map pad. Aaron Apostle there in second with 62 points. Taco Cat in third with 52. Bonnie in fourth, being able to bring it back to us here at the arena. Zavgo in fifth with 49 points. Kiro scraping by in sixth with 43 points, and the people who are going home today, CERN9, Free Dizzle, Super, Vinny, The Law, and David. But still, give yourself a pat on the back. You're going against some of the top tier talent in Las Vegas, and you were able to make it to semifinals and duke it out in semis as well. But man, gonna be sad to see Free Dizzle once again not making it into grand finals.
Yeah, you know, it's very sad for CERN9 to be on the cusp of not making it there. And Free Dizzle and CERN9, by the way, tied up with 36 is even. So both of them were very, very close. And I believe Marissa would like me to say they were on the bubble.
On the bubble.
Yeah, I think that's the way we call it. But Vonnie, right there, and we've been talking about it all night. Look, Emery is the woman to beat out here today, and every day that she's out here, okay? Sorry.
She's too good.
Sorry, Immortal. Sorry, Bobby. Sorry, everybody else who's out here each and every single week. When I have seen Emery come in this building, she very simply gets it done.
Gets it done. You know what? As the boys once said, girls get it done. And it's just how it be today and how it always is, especially with such a talent like Emery, who's able to, like you said, to come out here, compete, and play at the highest level possible every single time we see her. But we will be back for the main event of Saturday Night Speedway, the Grand Finals, right after this quick commercial break. So stick with us. You don't want to miss it.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Osti Champ, the host of Username Taken, here to let you know that we are doing a special giveaway. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're giving away an incredible HyperX package. I'm talking about a HyperX hat and shirt. You're gonna walk away with some beautiful headphones, a mouse mat, keyboard, and mouse. This is like around $300 worth of value, and we're giving it away to you. Here's how you can enter. To join, you must first be subscribed to the Username Taken channel. For an additional entry, each video that you comment on and like gives you a new chance to win. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will randomly pick a winner from the comments. The winner gets a HyperX package. The winner will be told in a YouTube comment and must reply within 48 hours. For more details, visit YouTube's contest policies.
Growing up, I always wanted to do so many things.
I wanted to be a vet.
I wanted to be an actor.
When I was really little, I don't know why, but I wanted to be a pastor. When I was like a small child.
I wanted to be a celebrity by any means necessary.
This is Spike Drop Vegas Heist.
These players are playing for a lot of money today.
I'm only here for a 2 feet. I don't really care about any other place.
Can't even comprehend what is going on, but I like it.
what's going on, everybody? It's your man, Oski Champ, and I'm here at the HyperX Arena, so excited to introduce you to our brand new chair partner, Eureka Ergonomic. Right here, you can see the Python 2, more traditional gaming chair. The thing that stands out to me, of course, is this beautiful material that they created with, super easy to clean. And then on top of that, this movable platform that gives you your lower lumbar support is so adjustable, it moves, meets you exactly where you're at for all those clutch moments. We also have the Typhoon Hybrid model, which is amazing. It is so adjustable, everything from the head to the lower lumbar supports, just a way that you're able to even move the seating area forward and backward for people that want to put their legs out further in front of them. Truly an amazing piece of smart furniture with an ergonomic S-curve that is unparalleled in the industry. Now, I could talk about these chairs all day, but what you can do is go to our landing page on eurekaergonomic.com to get your hands on these chairs yourself. That's all from me. Peace.
Hello and welcome into the moment we've all been waiting for, the crowning time. Well, almost in 8 races, we'll get to that moment to see who's going to be able to be the champion of the day and being able to bring home that $200 first place prize. We've got Bobby, Emery, Immortal, Ariel Bostel, Jaguars, Taco Cat, Ankles, Body with his head down, Mozilla, Zobgo, Sloppy Gunner, and Kiro with his head down.
Yo, Morzilla asked me, we traversed each other's pathways in the back hallway, and he looked at me and goes, hey man, give me that championship look. And I was like, wait, hold on a second. Do you mean I've got to give you like a Zoolander? Is that what we're doing here? Do I got to hit you with a Zoolander?
Yes, and that will give them the power and confidence they need to do anything, even stop the items in mid-air that are coming at them. Am I right? You know, the Zoolander reference, the knives?
No, I got what you're doing.
Okay, thank you. But honestly, this is an extremely stacked grand finals, as we always know, and these are all regular named competitors, no new names, nothing new to be said here. These competitors have been duking it out, battling it out all night and for years. They know how they play, but are they able to utilize this information and win it all? Will Immortal keep the crown on their head, or will their land of mischief come to an end?
Well, here's the thing. I can't wait to see what maps are going to be banned and see if they go against try to go against Emery, right? I mean, she's got
Bonnie,
one.
Bonnie, I'm not liking that look. Buddy.
Bonnie, are you okay? I think Bonnie just had a stroke. Can somebody go down there and check him out, please? All right,
no, not with the eyebrows. Stop it.
Production, get off of that.
Stop,
Come on,
please.
we don't want to see that.
Please stop. Morzilla going down, trying to connect his controller.
Bonnie's still stuck in it. I'm telling you, I'm worried about him down there.
Yeah, that walk from the hype tunnel down to the stairs, and then Sloppy Gunner showing the picture.
That's great.
Of Ariel Postel. And what the fun part is, during the break, I did see the tweet that he put out. Ariel Postel, since now that he's made it into Grands today, has raised $2,500 for the Alzheimer's Association.
Yo, congratulations. That's absolutely awesome. Doing good in the neighborhood and in the world around you is always awesome. Double A getting it done. We love that about you. And you know what? Do you know the name of and how they can donate if they wanted to?
Absolutely. Going to, it's literally looking up the Alzheimer's Association on Google, boom, and they'll be able to find you a donate link. 1, 2, 3, easy peasy. It's really something that you should look into, something you should support. And Ariel Postel, every time he makes it in grand finals, he donates his winnings to that organization, which is so awesome. Admirable and very, very cool, saying, hey, you know what? I want to put this money towards something greater than me and to good use. It's very, very cool, and I always commend him for it.
Oh, absolutely. And the best nation is donation. And you know what? Every little bit helps.
Donation.
Yeah, that's what I said. What do you think?
I was making a cheesy joke. It's fine.
It wasn't funny.
It was. It was funny.
I laugh at myself. I'm funny. Tall, dark, handsome, and modest.
You can see your reflection in the mirror right now.
Oh, look how good I look.
Oh, we're laughing. Just kidding. But no, I'm sorry.
It's going
downhill.
Sorry.
It's going downhill.
We're off the tracks.
It's going Mary Mountain downhill.
We're off the tracks.
You know what? My brain is fried after all of this racing, but we're going to be able to bring that fried back into Brain to see how these 8 races are going to go. And I'm really excited
I'm going to need to get you some French fries, man. Like, somebody get some hot sauce and French fries up here for my man.
Truly. I mean, honestly, you got to need the Brain food. And guess what? That's what we have now. Guess what? Past 8:30. Now you're able to order food if you want to. Go down there, talk to Mike, tip him well. He deserves it, and he really does work hard.
And it's only this week that the food was at 8:30. Don't mind my counterpart. That's just
this week. Just today.
Just today.
Literally just today.
Just today. Normally, come in here whenever you want and take a look at the menu and get crazy. And now we're going to find out who and what were the map bans. Oh!
And Yoshi's... Wait, was Yoshi's Summit? Yoshi what?
Holding, please.
Circuit.
Okay, Yoshi's Circuit is banned, and DK
like,
Summit is banned. Your favorite map gets banned, and Yoshi's Circuit gets banned.
Hallelujah. Give me this moment, guys. You know what? I get roasted 24/7 about hating that track, but now we are going to be rejoicing in the hate. Donkey Kong Summit gone.
Never seen somebody be so happy about
I'm over it. I'm done with it. I'm done. It's just gives me elation to know that there are equal haters here using their one ban out of 96 tracks onto the worst track in the game. But we are going to Paris Promenade. Promenade. You know what? Who's
Promenade, if you're fancy, keep your pinky out.
There you go. You know what? Ariel Pastel is probably the one who picked this track. It's one of his very, very favorable tracks, and he does really well on it, but we're going to be seeing if those words will come true in this race. But it's really fun. This is one of the first DLC tracks that came out.
Yeah.
You can see it's a little bit rough around the edges. Those bushes have no textures. Those statues have no textures, but it still looks very, very pretty, and I'm glad that Nintendo was able to take all this feedback and even work harder on the next DLC tracks, because when this was the baseline, you only knew it was going to go up from there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at, we're about to fly through the Eiffel Tower. And just so you know, the bushes don't have textures because in France, there's no texture.
Yeah, you know, if you are, you know what, if you don't like France, that is true. You know what, that's where the Olympics was, and guess what? They still haven't cleaned out the lake. We got to check in on those Olympic athletes.
You know what? Drain that whole thing, man.
And just fill it right back up, because then it will get ruined again. That was crazy controversial, but you know what's not controversial? Taco Cat's defense right now, with those triple bananas, being able to maneuver themselves throughout these really dangerous situations, especially with those editors dragging their reds for defense and not taking any chances so far. Even when they have the opportunity, Emery has the chance to hit them. There we go.
There we go.
And didn't check the bad camera, so we'll see if they're going to get punished for it. No, able to grab this double item box before they get hit.
And that's how you do it. Grab that double item box. Use that shell as defense, as Vonnie is holding on to that red shell for dear life right now. And you know what? That's because the person in front of them has a mushroom just circling around. So they've got a defensive posture set up for them. They've got to wait. Now he throws it. There we go. Good toss.
And we're going to be seeing Vonnie right now in 5th place. Mushroom in hand. Let's see what they're going to be able to do in this situation. Firefly coming out. Boomerang getting thrown back by Emery. Going to be able to drift a little bit wide to try and keep themselves safe. Sees the Boomerang in front of him and knows that if they get hit off this glider section, it's going to be bad news Bears. But Vonnie firmly trying to taunt off the Bears and get through these double item boxes. Great shot in hand, avoids the banana on the road, burns the Firefly forward, hits both competitors 3 times, and Emery gonna be able to drift around these corners, get first place, taken away by who? Who?
Vonnie takes first place at the very last second. Emery went on a total destructive reign of terror there towards the end and rained down holy heck with those fireballs and using that green shell. Lost the green shell but didn't get spun out by the banana. Yo, making it look easy, but then Vonnie said, I got this.
I got this, and he really brought it home, and really, we got to give props when props is due. Emery being aware of that banana and being able to drift to the side.
Just drifted perfectly.
Squeezing in between a rock and a hard place, quite literally, and getting around that situation was insane. And being able to use that Fire Flower, realizing that competitor in front of her hit one, and then the other one actually didn't get hit. Lag showed that it might have, but then was able to realize, hey, I got 2 more throws, was able to utilize the Fire Flowers beautifully, and able to take that second place run. Almost first if Bonnie wasn't there, but being able to grab that one. Great job to Bonnie, but we are going to the one, the only, We Rainbow Road.
Ah, yes indeedy.
This one's tough though, because it's kind of like, there was so much hype around it, right?
Right.
We at the Mario Kart DS were like the only 2 games I played, but my goodness, this track is so front runner heavy. There are not many shortcuts, and if you're in first by that second lap, you will see your lead extend so far. It is such a long track and so many straightaways, so many long sections like this that gives you the opportunity to just gain these exponentially long leads in first place. Maybe we'll be seeing it today, but what we're seeing right now is Kiro doing a double front flip into some items, and my goodness, what a brutal start it is for Kiro.
Yeah, that was tough, right? Not so Raven for him right now. But I'll tell you this, we've seen competitors take that shortcut jump where it's basically, out in the air with no care in the world. You have to know that it's there. If you don't, oh boy, because we saw somebody last week take off and it's a nowheresville.
Yeah, it's really, really brutal. But one of the great things, if you go into Nowhere's World, you'll see that you actually get lit on fire, just like the Wii version, which is a great attention to detail. It's very, very cute. And it's one of those things where I absolutely love all the attention to detail that Sunny does put into their games. But right now, Jackie was trying to pay attention to those fire flowers that were thrown in front of him, misses the boost panel.
Boost panel, that's going to be a bad time right there.
It really is, but is able to kind of salvage something here right now. Being able to pop that star, go with the triple shrooms, taking this drift into the cannon section. Let's see if they're going to be able to hold on to 5th place. Checking that back camera, beautiful move there. Red Shell going to hit 6th place. Red Shell hitting 5th place.
No.
Off the side, able to salvage that situation as well. Wow, luckiest situation known to man. Bonnie getting hit on the boost panel, hits the corner of it, back up to top speed.
And we check in with Emery, who is in first place right now, holding on to that green shell as a defense nature. Just making it look easy with that cute little Yoshi right there.
Yeah, you know why? Birdo.
I know, but it's a Yoshi.
Nah, it's a Birdo.
What's a Birdo?
It's a Birdo.
It's a Yoshi with a hole in its nose.
It is completely different.
It's a Yoshi from the 80s.
Don't disrespect Birdo like that.
It's a Yoshi from the 80s.
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. But right now we are seeing all the way from the 80s. Blue Shell going to be able to land onto Emery. That's going to allow Immortal to take over first place. Going into the second half of this lap.
No.
Emery doesn't back her items correctly, which means she's going off the track. Like she's going to have to save her, but Immortal in first place. Look at the lead that they have right now. Immortal grabs first place on the second race.
And you saw that fist bump, and that means success.
Grabbed second. Huge start for them so far. A first and a second, bringing us to 27 points.
And Ankles rounding out that top 3. Emery not making the top 3 right there. And now we're into the grand finals. So this is the time where you need to make those top 3 finishes each and every single time if you want to get that $200.
Yeah, you really do. You have to be consistent. And we've seen it time and time again. You don't necessarily have to get first every single time to win this tournament. You just have to play consistent. Get these top 6s. Get these podium finishes. And you'll see yourself be consistent in those top spots. But if you have one bad race, you will see yourself tank so insanely fast in this grand final. Especially with there only being 8 races. We're on race number 3.
Right.
You do not have as much time as you realize.
No, it always comes and goes quicker.
It does.
I always say the grand finals, I always thought that there were 4 races, even though it's 8, because it just happened so quick. And look what just happened.
Third time ahead, Ankles singing the Ribbon Road theme song, I guess, all the way downstage. Wow, we're going back to it.
Well, you know what? Last time I did not see a lot of the competitors take those 2 shortcuts towards the end of the map, those 3 shortcuts towards the end of the map. And you know what? I want to see if they've learned anything now playing this for a 3rd time.
Yeah, they better have learned how to take that shortcut by now, because if they haven't, skill issue, definitely. I hate to break it to you. I know, with big talk by someone like me saying that, but we we've been here so many times already. These competitors should know what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I know how to hit those.
Honestly, we could give you a controller. You'd be like, all right.
I got this, bro.
Give you 3 tries. I guarantee you will land at least 3 of those.
Yes, you know what? You're absolutely right.
Thank you.
So if I can do it, you can do it too. And this is the one at the end here that makes all the difference in the world.
It really does. And when you're getting boomerang right before it, that is not a good time.
Oh.
And once again, we're seeing what we saw in semifinals, the pack being separated.
Yeah.
Literally having this top 4 and then the rest of the competitors trying to catch up to them. You're seeing it. I mean, even top 7 right now, the gap is closing ever so slightly with every passing second. But it's really interesting to see how much of a lead and how much of a difference this mini-map makes when you're seeing how far away these competitors are from one another.
And here's Ankles hitting that first shortcut, the second shortcut, making it look so easy.
But they messed up the item chaining, backing that red not soon enough. Only grabbing 1 item from the double item box, which is just so brutal. But Hero now in 7th place, avoids that first screen. Gonna have to do that 1 or 2 more times with that competitor right behind him. Gonna be able to grab that mushroom, pops it immediately. I would have held on to it because they were gonna stay on the track and then use it right here instead. That would have helped you out a lot more than wasting it where they did. But Jaguars right now in 4th place, going to be able on for their life. Gonna have a little bit of lead from 4th to 5th place. Takes that first shortcut, but 5th place now gradually catching up. Runs off the track.
No! Jack, get back on the track!
I knew when they bumped the other competitor, got that little boost, that was going to be bad news, Bears. And Bobby backs Vonnie at the line.
Yo, Bobby Digital getting it done dirty.
Vonnie dropping all the way from 2nd to 5th place. Vonnie would have been in such a good spot, but unfortunately.
Yeah, if he would have made the top 3 after that that finish there, that first place finish, you know, that would have been what they needed. But with another person coming in first place right now, we've got 3 different first place finishes in 3 different maps right here in the finals. We've got 5 more to go, and you know what? It's anybody's game.
It really is, and that's what's really cool, what we've been seeing about these grand finals recently.
Yes.
Everyone feels like they're on an equal playing field. They've kind of figured out what tracks are optimal for them, what's helping them out, because we went through a stretch of time where we really relied on a ton of front-running heavy tracks, right? And that just was not working out. You saw Emery, you saw Bobby, you saw Batter Cookie just running away with it, right? There is not, when you're going for these front-running tracks and not giving yourself an opportunity to have tracks that have shortcuts, that allow you to come back from 12th to 1st place, you are going to have a bad time. And that's what you should be picking when you're going through these tracks.
I love it when you say it like that, because who wants to have a bad time?
No
For
one.
the love of God, do you play video games to have a bad time?
No, you're playing this video game to have a good time and make some money. So pick those tracks that have shortcuts to bring you back in the game.
Just listen to him.
Sometimes. Don't listen to me the other times that I'm wrong.
Yeah, he's no Dr. Phil.
I'd hope not, because I hope I get licensed at least.
Yeah, you would think so.
You would think so, but you know what? That's show business, baby. As Bonnie is experiencing a little bit of getting blackballed all the way down to 10th place.
All the way back to 10th place for his heroes. 9th place right now with 3 mushrooms. Burns one right there. Getting a couple spots, but still not there. They're going to get down to this parking lot area over here. I would fly all the way as far as I can over here to the right.
Yeah, honestly, that's the way to do it. Go through that parking lot, and it's a really safe route as well. You're not going to be seeing yourself getting hit by any items. If you're able to take that light section right through and then going wide around those cars, it's not going to be that bad of a time. Top of that, avoiding that green that got thrown right beside him. Sees double greens in front of him, 2 double greens in front of him, but is able to grab that double item box. Really great move there. Spams out the final flower. You want to hold on to it for a little bit longer. You need, it's a great offense. It's a great defense. Just hold on to it.
Yeah, you know, if you don't want to listen to us, fine.
Yeah,
but I'm starting to take offense.
See, yeah, you're finally experiencing what I feel every single year. But Jaguars is bringing the pain with that star, taking out some other competitors there. Eagles in 2nd place, moving up to 1st with a pretty ideal loadout too, especially if there's no blue. Gonna be drag out another competitor there and work their way even farther away from that other green Yoshi. Gonna be here in 1st place. Ankles will not for dear life gonna be able to roll into 2 new items. Maybe 1 new item, never mind. Gonna be able to
Let's go!
Bumped right over the gate, and now we see Ankles in first and confirms the first place finish.
And that was some fancy flying there at the end. That was some fancy flying. That worked out real well. Yo, it's getting loud out there on stage, man.
It really is. I'm telling you, I can hear them.
There's some chirping going on.
I can hear them from here, but Ankles shaking his head. No, you're not quick enough. Gotta be faster than that, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, you can hear. Can you hear them at home? Because they're loud. They are.
They are. I would be shocked if you weren't able to, because Ankles is just on another level.
Yeah, you know what? And I love that competitive nature, because the second that this competition is over, they're all going to be hanging out, talking and laughing. We all congregate together down there, and they're going to be just, you know, a little bit trash talking still.
A little bit. Of course. Sometimes it's trash talking the game, sometimes it's trash talking each other, you know. It depends on how their night went, you know.
But at the end of the day, that competitive spirit is what keeps us coming back each and every single Saturday night.
I don't think there's a game like this where you just realize that there's it's like that. When I first, you know, experienced Mario Kart, you never realized, as I cried myself to sleep every single night as we didn't get Super Bell Subway, you don't realize that this game has so much depth to it, has so much to learn. You can do so much, and you can literally trimming off a second off your time trial times will show up here at the arena. Being able to learn one new thing a week on a new track, on something, it's just so cool how in-depth this game can be, and you're seeing it on display here today with all of these top-tier competitors as we do go to New York Minute for race number 5.
It's going to be hot like a New York Minute right now. And you know what? There's no texture here as well. Have you noticed that?
Honestly, that grass is looking kind of rough, but I do believe it has more detail. No, it has detail. No, it has texture. It does. It does. It's just hard to see.
And I think you just made a golf joke. You didn't even mean to. It looks rough.
The grass is looking rough. That's good. Good job, Brain.
It's working even if you're not.
No, yeah, absolutely. Taco Cat, though, is going to be able to throw those greens forward and back some of them. Going to be bouncing back and forth, almost runs into their own reach out. But Taco Cat going to be here in a place. Got to start in hand. Let's see if they're going to be able to utilize it, go through these next few turns. When will they pop it is the question. Remember, shot still has not been used just yet, so it may be in play now.
And you need to use those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. As that stuff bobs off, it gives you an advantage. I like to fly as much as possible.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Ariel Boston loves to not get out of the middle of the road. Getting hit by that blue shell. Emery gonna back that red, trying to hit that competitor that was right behind her. We're gonna be able to throw that red shell forward and miss the item box. That's Bobby on that light blue Yoshi. We're gonna drop all the way down to 5th. If you don't have defense for this tunnel, you're gonna be in a bad spot. Bullet Bill on the way, and now it's gonna be Emery in 3rd place. Not even going to be affected by the Ankles. Back-to-back 1st places, and Emery grabs 3rd, and we're going to be seeing Vonnie in 4th there. And it's looking like a battle of the points.
Yo, that back-to-back victory is looking really good for Ankles right now.
It really is.
Yeah.
Truly. Ankles really performing, got the Coconut Mall victory, New York Minute victory, and that's 30 points. That's a lot of distance if they were lower on the leaderboard that they were able to catch right back up, and I can guess and I can only assume that they're going to be duking out in 1st place right now.
And I believe we only have 2 more maps to play?
3.
3 more maps to play. So
race number 6, 7, and 8.
All right, so think about it this way.
Yeah.
Remember, math is in my strong suit. Just saying. All right, but think about it this way. Back-to-back victories towards the end, gaining momentum when you need to gain the momentum towards the end. We've got 3 races to go in the grand finals. Everybody's already getting paid, but if you want to play and get paid a little bit higher, you got to finish numero uno. So,
if you want to have a good day tomorrow, you got to be able to say what you want to. I tried. I was thinking. But we are thinking about Singapore Speedway going back at it. That's Bonnie's track. I know he's happy about it. Let's see if he's going to be able to bring it all home once again. Semifinals got 1st. Grand finals will be determined.
Yeah. Will he get 1st? Only time will tell. Let us know in chat who is going to win this. Is it Vonnie bringing it home because it's their favorite track? Now, here's the thing. Emery's favorite track.
Yeah, Sky High Sunday.
Sky High Sunday. Will we see that? Because that could be the great equalizer in this grand finals.
Honestly, that track is unmerciful sometimes, especially if you're not able to run that 1st place, run in first place, you're going to have a bad time on Sky High. But Singapore, again, one of those tracks, you've got to be able to run this and be able to utilize your items, hold on to it as best as you can, especially when it comes down to that final lap, that final turn. We've seen it time and time again as we see all three competitors who were gliding going to take a fall and go all the way down onto the soccer field. And now they're going to have to find a way to score a goal themselves because it's going to be a huge climb back up to the front of the pack.
We're speaking about climbing to the front of the pack, Bonnie's sitting in 8th place, 7th. Well, he just made 3 places because when he first started here, he was in 10th. He's got that mushroom. He's going to hold on to it for posterity's sake. And he's got to be looking to hit it and quit it. And there we go. Now we're going fast. We're going to check in on Morzilla, who's got 3. Well, take that back. 2 mushrooms to burn.
There we go. And did not roll them into the item box well at all. Should have just used that last mushroom to try and grab something better, especially maybe some defense. But shot comes out. And that's going to allow Morzilla to be able to get on the line section, get back up to top speed. And remember, they did change shots, so it does not bring you down anymore. Imagine if they didn't, though. That would have been a bad situation to be in there. Top of that right now in 9th place, going into this final lap. Grabs that double item box. Nothing too optimal, only grabbing a mushroom and a star, which is really a rough loadout to have. But right now, Bonnie also in 8th place. Remember, this is his track. This is what he picked. This is opportunity to keep his run going. Emery gonna miss the trick off the ramp, and that is going to be a little bit rough. Red Shell coming in, gonna get the mushroom, not the defense. Gonna get hit all the way down to 5th place. Bobby in first with the lead. Blue Shell on the way. Red Shell gonna hit him, but that's gonna give him the invincibility for his he needs to continue his run. Will he be able to save himself? Banana for defense, that's all he's got, but it doesn't look like everyone else has anything. Sees a red shell behind him, but it doesn't look like there's 2 reds. There's gonna be Ariel Bosco in second with not another red. Bobby grabs first.
Bobby Digital in first, a double A. That's Ariel Postal in 2nd place, and Emery bringing it up 3rd.
Brutal race for Vonnie. I don't think he was able to work his way up at all.
And Emery, by the way, she had a hard map as well. I mean, that was just time and time again. There's sometimes you just can't get out of the way.
Yeah.
You just can't.
And also, it was a very big misplay, I will say, because whoever was in second allowed Bobby to get hit by that red. What could have happened was that you wait for the blue shell to hit, or if it doesn't hit, then you realize he has no defense, then you throw the red. But then he gets hit by the blue, 3 seconds. Gets hit by the red, 3 seconds. 6-second stun for Bobby. He's out of the running. Gets first now. He's back in the running and is able now to be duking it out for first place with 2 races left. A huge misplay for whoever was in 2nd place.
I agree, but the amount of patience that it would have taken, though,
and that's
because
what you need.
In the moment, right? In the moment, you're just like, oh, like, because it's happening and you can't, but to be able to just go, and go, hold on a second, because 6 seconds is forever.
It is.
In a video game.
Forever. Am I crazy? I thought that red and blue had the same stun timer, but I'm gonna look that up real fast. Stun timers and marker and the locks. We're gonna be seeing, Knight says that I'm wrong.
Okay,
but we'll see. Hold on.
At least Knight texted you.
Bobby would have stopped the race.
Bobby would have been standing in front of the camera going, "You're wrong, bro. You're wrong." We're checking it on Kiro, who's in 8th place right now with a mushroom, and now in 9th place. So that's not looking good. Making it over to the jump, picking up that single item box. They're going to get triple shrooms. So they got 1 shroom. They might as well hit it and quit it because they got 3 more to go. As we get down here, double A area. Bosco has that banana, but that nana wasn't behind them. So they got hit with the green shell. You got to keep that banana behind you or it doesn't count as Taco Cat flies off the map.
Currently seeing Taco Cat trying to bring it all back. Has a mushroom in hand, but will it be enough to bring him back into the middle of the pack? Well, Village here in 6th place. Gonna switch over to Kamen, which is an interesting choice. You know what? Gonna be able to go through that item box and guess what? Grab triple shroom. That's gonna be pretty optimal, especially going into that section. But team's gonna be able to take that shortcut off the cliff, which is so insanely optimal. It helps your laptop a ton.
Gotta get that double item box, and he does as well. Bobby's invisible, but that's just because he's digital. And he's got triple shrooms coming around that corner, but he's getting passed by a lot of the rest of his competitors. He's having trouble, and he gets hit by the bomb, baby!
And that's going to keep him in 7th, but guess what? Uses the shroom, brings him up to 6. Now sees those triple reds.
Nice.
Can actually wreck Bobby there. Let's see if we're going to be able to use those triple reds and bring him back to back. Bonnie opting, grab this bullet bill and put it in the wrong spot. My goodness.
What?
That taking it around corners where it's just going to go super wide. I believe I would have used it any other time and been able to save it, especially for a moment like this when shot comes out. And now we could have had a huge advantage being able to shot dodge. But Bonnie used that bullet bill a little bit too soon. Gonna be able to have a star in hand though. A huge climb. Talking about Miley Cyrus these days. This is the climb for Bonnie, bringing it all back.
Your voice wasn't scratchy enough to be Miley.
Oh.
It's double A now in 12th place. Bonnie must be in 11th, but some of our top competitors are sitting here in the back of the pack, even though each and every single one of these competitors is a top competitor. Number 1, Jackie Juarez finishes first, baby. Getting it done with Emery coming in 2nd, and Bobby Digital rounding out the top 3.
That is crazy. Going into this final race, and we do not know what the scores do be is why, but it's going to be quite interesting to know, man, is this race close? Is this final race really a competition? Because guess what? Emery and Bobby both being extremely consistent, bringing in podium finishes nonstop in this grand finals. I can only assume it's going to come down to this final race.
I would like to think so. Man, I'm getting a little anxious for Emery right now. Because this grand finals has been a little up and down for our top competitor here at the HyperX Arena, ranked numero uno. Do you have an answer yet, by the way?
No, I'm still looking for it. There was a whole breakdown where people like put how long each item lasted.
Because I see you over here, and you're actually, you're checking your emails? Come on, dude, we're live.
I wish.
I'm just joking.
Oh, okay. So unless I'm wrong, and well, Reddit could be wrong. Which has
It's
which
Reddit?
has more hit stun? Blue shell, red shell. I think they have the same stun lift. Wait, never mind. I'm not gonna trust Ghost Kid.
You know what, Ghost Kid? You get no love, bro.
No love. But I thought the whole thing was that blue shells, because it's less optimal to get hit by those, because it stops you in your tracks, while red shells give you that forward momentum. That's why you want to use bananas for blue shells. When a blue shell's coming, run into a banana so you keep that forward momentum going. Because a blue shell would just stop you right in your tracks, and you won't have to build up your speed that much more. But we are ending it on the one, the only, Emery's favorite.
Oh, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is this Kismet? Oh, my Lord. All right, I got $5 to make you holler. Emery's going to win this one.
And we're going to be seeing if they are, as we are off onto the final race of grand final.
Get locked in and get excited. This is Emery's map to lose.
And right now it is, because Bobby is in first place, going to be able to pop that coin, get up to 5. Has the banana, might have trailed out that other competitor.
Oh, no, Immortal.
And now we're going to be seeing Immortal here in 7th, going to try and go wide, but has to go for the single item box. Great awareness there, realizing, hey, we're not getting to that double item box first. Beautiful usage of that. Beautiful, but only hits one competitor. The lag thought that they hit 2 others, but unfortunately, Immortal only hitting one other competitor with that fire flower. We're going to be seeing Taco Cat here in 9th place. If you can grab 2 items, use 1 shroom to get through that next section, and really trying to climb their way back up to this big pack.
They're literally climbing up the stairs as you said that, and climbing up the pack they are. They 7-6 back to 7. You know what? It's a ping pong battle to the death over here. It's a teeter-totter that just won't stop.
And now we're going to be seeing Emery dropping all the way back down to 10th place. So we wonder if she will be able to bring it all back.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Wow! You know what? I had to trust her. I did. I was a little bit doubtful, but they were able to take that shortcut. I don't think we've seen that before.
No, never seen that. Talk about a leap of faith. That's not a shortcut. That's a leap of faith.
It really is. losses, and will that faith be able to pay off here? Working her way all the way back to the fifth, and then being able to have these two reds throwing it forward. Not going to land, going to throw one more forward. He's going to be Jack Fork in third place, playing the defense game. He's going to move out of the way from the boomerang. Beautiful move there, throwing the fire flower forward, on the way. And I do believe that's going to land before the ending finish line. Immortal going to get hit on this ramp, but it might not be enough speed to jump their way to first. And this is going to be Bobby
Digital
in first place. Emery in third.
Oh my gosh, what a way to come back. What a way to
man.
come back, because I thought for sure that race was over, and then she did Superwoman.
All right, so that was crazy, and we're seeing, unfortunately, that little bit of a teaser there. Emery not the one battling it out for first. It was really a battle between four different competitors, which we can only assume now Bobby with that first place finish probably sent him over the finish line for first.
Well, I assumed when I saw Bobby get that first place that was Bobby Digital's day.
Yeah.
It only gives him an excuse to come up here and give me a hard time, which I know he very much enjoys.
Oh, absolutely. It's just the deadpan look.
No, there's guys who go on Mr. Beast games just to mess with Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like he's that guy. He's just here to just poke at me a little bit, you know?
He's your little razzler.
Yeah.
You know? Oh man, but I do love Bobby.
Oh yeah,
great racer,
of course.
Great person. He's so fun every single time I talk to him.
It's all in good fun, by the way.
It really is. All of this is love to you guys, truly. At the end of the day, this is all just love, fun, and otherwise, and it's just what we're here to do. You know what? We're here to talk about the mistakes that you guys make, which are extremely hard to avoid.
Hey, think about it this way. If you were casting my personal life, you'd have a lot of stuff to talk about, okay?
Exactly. So we get a little bit of payback here, guys. Come on. You already know. But, man, what a battle it's been, especially with this grand finals. We saw a great performance from Bonnie. He was able to bring it in that first half, but then there was the ankle show in the second half.
Right.
And then guess what? Bobby was the person who was the most consistent overall, though. And you got to give credit where credit is due. Bobby grabbing podium finish after podium finish after podium finish just skyrocketed him into a great spot on that final race.
Well, here's the thing. We talked about staying hot and being consistent and not cooling down. Well, what does Bobby do the second he stops playing? He picks up Mario Kart and starts playing Mario Kart
DS.
Well, but it's still Mario Kart.
It's still different mechanics, though, which is crazy.
Is it different mechanics?
Well, it's different handling, basically.
We
but
got
we
scores.
do have the scores.
Let's go.
Let's see them. Bobby by
commanding
13 points.
That is a commanding lead. Unlucky 13 for every other competitor on the board today.
Wow, but we're going to be seeing Immortal here in second place with 72 points. Aiko's in third with 71 points. Vonnie in fourth with 69 points. Hey, Marie here with 63 points. Jackie Waters in sixth with 60. Then Zopko in seventh with 53. Aeropasso in eighth with 45. Sloppy Gunner in ninth with 42. Kiro in 10th with 35. Taco Cat in 11th with 34. And Borzilla there in 12th with 27 points. But my God, congratulations to Bobby bringing it back and taking the crown and putting it back on his head.
I'd ask for Bobby to give us a wave, but I know if I ask him to, he immediately will not. And instead of waving, he'll just throw up one finger in the air and wave it like he just doesn't care.
And we're looking like we got Bonnie. Bonnie, you got any last words? How did it go? What happened? Tell us a little bit about what's going on here, buddy.
Come sit on down, Vaughn.
All right. I'll tell you what exactly happened. I was close in the contention. All right, so we got to race 7. Of course, it's Donkey Kong Mountain. And of course, I knew in the back of my head that was the worst track for me. So once I got 11th place, it was no questions asked. I was out of the top 3 running. But I was fighting that battle as much as I could. I got some lucky breaks. I won't even lie about that. I got probably very lucky on a select few moments that I probably shouldn't have gotten the top spot. But congratulations to Bobby and whatnot. But I just want to make a little point here, all right? A little point.
Let me get my soapbox for you.
In months, all right? I have not touched this game in like almost 7 months, and yet here I am competing, getting 4th place, as you can see right there.
You competed 2 months ago. You competed at least. I've only been here for 2 months. You've competed twice within that period.
Okay,
you can't say 7 months. I call shenanigans. I call shenanigans. I call shenanigans.
For 7 months at home, I have not touched this game at all. The last time I I played this game, yes, it was on SNS. But beyond that, at home, I haven't played it. I've been playing Paper Mario. I've been playing Overwatch 2.
Did you just bag that comment? You might have.
I've been playing a bunch of other games, Spider-Man 2 even.
Ooh, that's fun.
So I've been playing a bunch of other games besides Mario Kart. And yet here I am, still close to that top contention, still have the possibility to even getting another championship title to hopefully go for 5 times. I'm just saying. So when's it your turn, Pidgey? When's it your turn? Yeah.
That's a great question, Bonnie. I don't even know when it's going to be my turn, but it's my turn to talk now.
Speaking about trash talking.
Trash talking indeed.
I mean, he just brought it home.
He did. He brought it home. That's what Bonnie does best, man. And I do have to give credit where credit is due. Being able to grab that first, second, and then continuing that momentum. Unfortunately for that Donkey Kong Mountain, you know what? It'd be like that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes. But still, congratulations. Good job, Bonnie, though. Being able to grab that 4th place, especially just to show, hey, you know what? Even though you're not putting the training wheels on, guess what? The muscle memory coming in clutch.
It's still there.
And really bringing it home. I was disappointed in you, though. Didn't win on Singapore Speedway. Absolute disappointment.
Multiple times, by the way.
You did. You won it the first time.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You did win it.
But I wanted them to win the second time. But that will bring us to the end of the show. I do hope you all had an amazing time. Congratulations once again to Bobby. Logan, you got any last thoughts, words, and otherwise?
Well, here it is. Technical Timeout with Logan Summit debuts this Wednesday night on the Ultimate Endgamers League. And you know what? It's going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, each and every single Wednesday night. It's me. Come on, what more do you want?
You don't need more than that. Thank you all for watching. We will not be back with SNS next week, but the week after we will be back right at the same time, same place, same day. So please be on the lookout for that and see if Bobby's going to be able to keep that crown on his head. But that will do it for us. Please stay safe, stay wonderful, and we will be seeing you not next week, but the week after.